first.
Oh boy!
I did unmute, I think.
We're good? Hello and welcome back to Zaxria. It has been a long time. We are back to our regularly scheduled Sunday streams. We're missing some people today. Our resident
Those people.
Jesus resident barbarian and dragon lady are not here, but we're gonna continue on. So, before we start, we previously had the giveaway that we were doing, but the book already kind of came out and we were not streaming as frequently as we would have liked to do. But we're still going to do a giveaway at 75 followers. Not sure what it is yet, but by the time we reach there, you're going to get something. So just follow and
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
From the cake?
You get put in a giveaway. So just follow, let some people know too. We've hit past 50 followers already, so we're like right there with affiliate. There's just some other little goofy things that need to happen, like 5 people chatting at the same time or something, which I'm sure will happen at some point. Want to thank recent followers. I'm gonna butcher some of these. Sokahar, Sokahar. Thank you. Ivan and Raid 12. Thank you. And Tomop. I got that one right.
Domop.
We also have a Patreon set up. If anybody wants to do some donations or anything, or show some support, that way we can start getting into more stuff and doing this more frequently and more content and everything. The description and everything for that and all the info is in the About tab on the stream if you're watching on Twitch right now. But we are going to dive right back into this in a second. We're just glad to be back. So, last we left off in Zaxria, you guys began pretty much starting some sort of a plan as to where you're all heading. The current mode was to get the ship ready to go out to sea, hopefully in search of the Taken Serpent possibly, or going and looking for something of the sort, at least some sort of information on it. You kind of split up here and there. Most of you stayed at the estate though and just kind of started to relax and prep for the journey to come. Cannons were being built for the ship. I believe you finished 2. You have 2 cannons that are finished and 1 repeating cannon that I don't know if it was finished yet or if there was progress being made on it or if it was being started, but if somebody has the tracking for that, please look for it.
I totally write things
25
down.
points marked. I don't know what it was for.
It would either be for Shaw would either have it, or Azreal or Andrew would have that information. But anyways,
You got it.
you guys doing that, Azreal and Daenerys went to
Must be done.
the kind of northern part, to the Farhelm city there, and also Port Rumenheim. They kind of flew over Farhelm, but Port Rumenheim, not Port Rumenheim, sorry, Port Valdahel, over on the eastern coast there, in order to find some gunpowder, or at least components to create it, and some other things that would be needed for the journey. Ajasha and the Bengaran crew were brought along with you guys in order to retrieve whatever it may have been needed to get had. You and Neris left with Wraith and went west in order to find out who this Corn Clydesdale individual is, who you found information about inside of the tavern at Port Valadhel, who is pretty much a wealthy trade merchant who has very good connections with trade routes and stuff all over Zaxria. You decided to head that way and try to find out some information with Neris, so the 2 of you are currently on Wraith's back flying over there. As for the rest of you, you are all just kind of doing your various things. Connor's more right now just studying more into his cosmological spells and advancing his studies there. Mordrek's probably just training away. I don't really 100% remember exactly what you had rolling for you at the time.
Being involved in Mordrek's
Yeah,
life.
I just don't remember. You just had.
I was making cannonballs.
Yeah, I think all the cannonballs got made. I think all the cannonballs got made.
We only have like 13.
I know you were helping with the smithing and stuff.
It's like we need more.
Training and smithing.
Training? Did I just say training?
God.
No.
God. Imagine not knowing what he's doing.
Skip was beginning his little wood carvings and such.
For Skip.
And Ander started with his crafting again in the little workshop here. This is probably the most action it's had since you guys have had it, and this is the most the estate has been used since you have been here in the actual estate itself. So right now, all that is at the estate is the four of you. So Ander, Skip, Moldrak, Connor, and Zarvarax are all here, along with Ajasa and the rest of the Vanguard crew. But they are currently getting the ship ready more than anything. For you guys, the weather is crisp right now. There's kind of a faint breeze that kicks in, and you can hear birds singing their song as they prepare to fly away for the cold season. You know that it's getting later in the year, and the cold is kind of imminent at this point. The smells of cooked food from the homunculi staff is a cozy aroma that lets you know that you are home and a good meal awaits. Each of you waking up at your varying times, but each with an intention for the day. Ajasa and the rest of your Vanguard crew are preparing the ship, so when you are ready to go, everything is prepared. You are currently awaiting the return of Neris and Azreal, so you may do as you wish. So, waking up for the day. Ander, what do you want to do?
This guy?
Yep.
That's you.
I feel like we were making the cannonballs now. I feel like we finished all the... That's why he left, because we finished all the cannons.
I remember the repeating canyon was being started. Cannon, sorry. I don't know if it got finished.
I think the part that you could... No.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. I only have how many cannons we have. I have 14 cannons.
Cannonballs.
I didn't put cannonballs because... Oh, wait. This might be the cannon. 14 of 30 done.
Yep.
Obviously.
I'm going to pencil up these.
Yeah, here.
Thank you.
Figured it out. I'm going to work on the cannon.
Completely forgot I had drawings.
Okay.
That's what it is. He finished all the like smithing parts of it.
Okay. For the repeating cannon.
For the
Now we're starting
repeating
to go
cannon.
like load and shoot.
Right. Okay. So 14 of 30 is what you got.
I'm going to be honest, I don't even know what that means anymore.
You gotta get
Remember
30
that crafting
points.
Score? So I gave you. I think you have a copy of the
Crafting in
score.
Zaxria, Volume 1. That's a goblin character sheet. He no longer
That's
has
another
it.
goblin character sheet. Why do I have
Shit.
so many of these?
I'm gonna spend time on the second miniatures.
Okay.
I think I'm
Either
at
way,
50%.
I think you just have to
Or I had it
roll.
written down right here. I had 50 points.
I don't remember where it's at. I don't think I have it in my Google Drive.
And that's
I think I have it on my phone,
it's a percentage die, right?
but my phone's busy
So-
right now.
Essentially,
We're moving to boat.
I think I gave you guys the sheet for crafting.
It's definitely somewhere. We just
But I
none
know
of us
how.
had it ready.
Yeah, it was in my PHP.
Is that like 510 is like 1 or 0, 1,
Player resources.
5?
Yeah, you're just gonna have to open it through there.
Crafting in Zaxria.
I think that's what I was doing it off was my phone.
Should be updated.
Roll a
too.
D1. No, roll a D20 for a crafting check.
Okay, hold on a second.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling.
Don't just start rolling.
I'm rolling.
Hold on a second.
I'm rolling.
Roll
Hold on
everything.
a second.
I'm rolling. I rolled?
I'm not even here, but I'll roll.
I'm doing, but I'm rolling.
Everybody roll everything. All the dice you have.
If we all roll d20s and yell numbers at him, it's got to do something.
I rolled a 2. Not good. It's not good.
17. You just fucking put the bag down and say 17.
Natural 20.
Okay, so
He gets a
I
natural 20
also
every time that way.
went and did a couple of changes to this
He's scamming us.
to increase everything. So if you have your tracking for the skill level that you were at,
Yep.
do you have yours?
I do.
Can you tell me what yours is so I
Hang
can
on. I have to find it.
help you?
I do have it though.
I know you do. I believe you. So for you, Ander, you are a tradesman with your stuff. So you have skilled with great equipment. So you need to, before you make any sort of crafting check at all, you need to roll a percentage die within the parameters of it. So it's 0 to 90%. So if you roll a 91 or higher, it's a fail. And you're not allowed to craft for the day.
You have a 10% chance of failure.
Correct. But a 90%
Don't
chance
don't
of
tell me
success.
the odds. Don't tell me the odds. Watch this.
It's every
91,
odd is a 50-50.
91,
You either get it or you don't.
70.
Okay, so you're able to craft for the day.
I found my number.
What was your number?
65.
65. Bump it to 100,
Okay.
because that was my fault on that.
Alright.
I changed the skill levels to where it takes longer to get to the certain tiers, because you could get to like having proficiency and expertise with tools like
Yeah.
In a week.
really
quick,
problem,
yeah.
like super fast. So I kind of changed that gap. So you're at like the minimum for being skilled with it, so you're
Okay.
able to do the stuff because
Alright.
that was my fault on that.
That's
All right,
fine.
so essentially you make your crafting check, roll your d20. So you use your d20. So this is for the cannon, right? Okay, so d20 plus your dex and then plus your proficiency because you have the proficiency with tools. So natural one, you lose all progress. Half your materials are destroyed. 1 to 9, no points. What do you got?
Is this for
23.
23. Okay, so you get 3 crafting points for it. You can work on it for a maximum of 8 hours every day. If you only work for 2 hours, you make 1 check at disadvantage. Working at least 4 hours, you make a straight roll. And working for 8 hours, you make a number of checks equal to half your Constitution modifier, rounded down. If you work beyond that, you have to make a Constitution save or you get exhaustion.
Wait, sorry. I was figuring out how I was writing on my book because I didn't have a
in one
pencil.
ear out the other?
How long are you working on the cannon for?
The entire day.
Okay, so you can make a number of checks equal to half your Constitution modifier.
Rounded down.
Constitution?
Modifier.
So what? I made 1 check a day?
Right. So if you make any more than that, you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
What is? Watch. Okay, that's 4.
4?
Exhausted.
You're exhausted.
I still do it right?
No, no, no.
Yep.
Well, he has to. Was that the roll for
That's
his
his con save.
check for points or?
The con
That's
save.
con save.
Because he's trying to like go beyond what he can. So it's like 8 hours you working and you're starting to get tired
I
essentially.
understand. I didn't know he rolled for his actual crafting.
Yeah, he already rolled for that.
Is it at disadvantage because I'm exhausted?
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20 and a 3. That's an oof for me, dog. That is 12.
Get 1 point to it. Now, do you have where it's marked for the progress?
50.
There's no way it's 50. 50's a lot. For your
That might
little
be
thing.
my process, my level.
It might be his math.
Oh, that's your progress. Yes, you're right.
Somebody have
Okay.
a pencil.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, I have.
So
one.
you
I
can.
didn't
Oh
have
no,
one for
I
Brian.
finished Ander and I haven't started on
Right. What I'm
So this will be the
what
first
I'm getting
It's
at
the
here
Cadillac
is
of
that
pencils.
if you're like
Dixon Taekwondo.
you're starting off in it, so you're still in like gaining a basic understanding of using it. So when you make checks, they're yeah, you only have like a 25% chance to be successful. So you're still at the point where you want to keep trying to go through the book that you have and like learn how to actually do it because you can't like make good checks. I think you got lucky with doing Anders. I think I remember like describing it was a little jagged and not like where you wanted it to be, so you have to like keep messing with it in wood carving with the book. So you spent the initial cost already. So you have to spend 10 gold a day when you do your training.
Yeah. I got 10 gold. I could spot you a day.
Didn't you just spend that on your day?
No, I have cannonballs.
Sure. That was fun.
Okay.
We already
and
have
then
a
when
bunch
you
of
spend the 10
items.
gold, you roll your percentage die, and then it's going to give you skill points towards it.
I have cannonballs like that. No tiny thing.
70.
70? Okay, so you get 3 towards it, so you're at 53.
Woo!
You can do that once per day.
That has to do with my constitution as well, or?
No, it's just one. You just get to do that once per day.
Was that the song or did?
Yeah.
Jesus, just hum a tune.
Going on, going downstairs.
Yeah, no, he's trying to kill
Okay.
He's like, yo, stop playing my tune.
DMC'd by Jesus.
Moldjack, is there anything you want to be doing?
I want to make more cannonballs. We have a ton of iron.
Okay, because you did get a bunch more. I remember. You have it all written down, right? What's
Yep.
in the-
We have 172 right now, as
Okay.
far as ingots go.
All right.
So, is it a D100 first?
Yes. So
Okay.
you're trying to get the percentage die. You are skilled with great equipment, so it's the same thing, 90%.
Let's
He's number 4.
4. You're good. What did I need?
0 to 90%.
I got 68.
Oh no. Is that happening?
68 success.
And
Is it
then
happening?
D20.
Oh no.
And then
Good
a
luck,
D20.
bud.
Yep. And then so with this, so your associated skill for it. I've got it written down for the cannonballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think the last time we were doing it, I'd already
Come back
finished
in
and
here
we were
with
working
twos
on
in his
cannon.
eyes.
Right.
So I don't have the number written down for it.
Skip might be out of the session for the
Skip
rest
will
of
be
the day.
back.
I don't know, man.
He's having technical difficulties in his
Really,
intestines.
you got any extra pants?
Oh no. Poor guy.
It's some lotion.
Okay, so for each one,
Hello.
it was being made to where, like, when you're doing it, you're getting like the 1 3-pound ball or whatever it is out of it. So it's 7 for the
7
crafting, the score that you
points?
have to
Okay.
achieve.
And then,
So every time
do you
you-
remember a material cost on those? I want to say it was like
It's
3
got
ingots.
three ingots because it's like 3-pound balls. So you're doing each one to a pound.
Alright.
So,
So 7
you
points.
just roll a d20 plus we'll do your strength because it's smithing involved.
Okay.
Plus your proficiency because you are proficient now.
Alright. 28.
He went outside for it.
28. 3 crafting points towards it. You can make a number of checks equal to half your Constitution modifier, round it down.
I can only do 1, but I'm just gonna try and do the exhaustion thing. Let me just do this.
He got up real quick.
3 points, and then I make a Constitution save if I want to go again.
If you want to go beyond it, so what's your
Okay.
Constitution modifier?
It's 3, so I can only do 1 per day.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna.
Yep.
Is it disadvantage or is
No,
that?
just Constitution save. If you get exhausted, it's
3 plus
He's
a
throwing
3,
shit,
6.
6. Yeah, so that's
Okay.
so you're at disadvantage if you want to keep going.
I'm gonna try.
You have a point of exhaustion as the Uander.
Not bad. 15.
15.
Yep.
You get 2 points towards it.
All right. 5 points, almost another cannonball.
You guys ever think while we're doing this, Billy's got like a track over there that he's like marking down days to where it just ends the game. That is. If we take too long, he just ends the game.
Ideally,
It's like, well, the world's over. Good job, you guys. Fucking spent 30 days making cannonballs.
we have to.
As for you, Connor.
Yep.
Anything in particular you were getting towards? I
What's-
know you were working on I think it might have been some form
The
of
Sunfire
Yep,
form.
Yep.
I don't remember the last time I made a check. I do have the 25th written down, which is probably my next check.
I'll tell you the date.
Whatever
in 1
the
second.
date is now.
I think the 13th of Gondola, that's the last date I have written down. It was when we finished the first cannon, so it's probably been like a week since then or something.
So like half a week or something till my next check, probably.
The last date I have is the 20th
Okay.
of Gondola.
Yeah, so like half a week. 5 days. Yeah, I'm just kind of similar to before. He's just trying to encompass like this new power he's working on.
Okay.
Flames will like start licking up around him, and he's doing it like on like the beach side, so in case anything gets out of control, he just jumps in the water and
Okay.
cools
I
off.
gotcha.
Smart.
It's oil fire. Oh, underwater on fire.
Grease.
Alrighty.
He's just pouring olive oil on himself and lighting it up.
Information I was coming to this guy for.
Yeah.
Sounds like I have what I have written down is relevant to him.
What's in that secret book, Azreal?
None yet.
You wrote just in all of the things in there. You just wrote Nunya is what you wrote. That's weird.
Waste of
These guys
Seems
are
like
good.
a- yeah, big one.
All right. So for you guys, are you?
This was so
You're getting
fast.
muted.
For the rest of the day, you guys are good.
Yeah, I'm
Doing
just
that
gonna
kind of
eat.
Or
and
I
to
could
sleep.
go again.
You
If
could.
you want to, it's disadvantage.
No, just wait till tomorrow.
Double disadvantage.
Alright.
Was it related to that guy?
He's not
no.
showing him anything.
Top guy.
Yeah.
Just before they get on
What's
the
the
page.
information related? What about that?
Stop showing him nothing. God.
Nope, that's
None yet.
that is not the same thing.
Your
No,
boat
dude,
But
is up here.
that one that you were just pointing at relates to the
Got
other
him.
guy in a way at the bottom. Yep.
Go away, boat.
So this is who you guys are going to see right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Just didn't write down the information that I wanted from him.
Yeah. So
Where he was.
essentially, you and Neris, when you went to Port Valhall, were getting materials and such, and it was Port Valhall was the last place that you saw Sandon, and remember seeing Sandon.
This
You
guy's
went
the trade master, so he's gonna know
Right.
where the Taken Serpent might
right.
be.
Yes. Exactly. He said when you talked to the innkeeper, he had mentioned that he overheard them talking about going and seeing Corin, Clydesdale. And that is where you guys are flying currently, is to his estate. So essentially trying to find information on where the serpent could be.
What are they?
Stick to your teeth.
Open up the tab and pull along the back then. Or lift it up and pull.
Our resident barbarian slept through his alarm.
Is he gonna?
I don't know, I told him if he wants to come, but we'll see. Alrighty.
This seems doomed.
So as you guys continue to do that, and preparations are being made, you're pretty much ready to get going on whatever it is next. So,
Didn't hit you yet. Next one. It's
yeah,
doomed.
comes in waves, brother. It comes in waves.
Don't be funny.
He's trying to hug.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, why
He
you gotta
needed
move
help.
away
He
from
needed
him?
help.
That's rude.
So like after that,
I feel like I'm not loved.
All right. So,
What is love?
as for Neris, Wraith, and Azrael, currently,
Hang on. I think there's certain people's names. Oh, no, maybe that's just for the people who are
yeah,
listening.
2 and 3 should be muted.
I was also muted. I don't think for the whole time I was eating
you're
candy,
okay.
so I muted myself.
All right.
Bit of fire on that.
So, for the two of you flying right now,
just
currently,
a little crumb.
you are making your way over the kind of large hilly type of terrain that is the plains of Ophelia. You travel for maybe like 1 or 2 days. You rest in between. Conversations are had in between. You rest in the mountains too, kind of out of sight. You can tell that the way that Neris and Wraith fly
It's not
around,
wrong.
that they're very like keen with.
Bitch fingers.
Come on, man.
Sorry.
Seriously. We haven't been doing this for a while. I get it, but come on. Flying around, you can tell that the way that Neris and Wraith fly around in the air, that they're very, very keen on staying hidden, or not being in sight from anybody, and being sure that they don't draw too much attention to themselves. They're not like flying super low and like landing in the middle of the field. They tend to land up on like mountaintops and crest down there. It's a little chilly up there right now this time of year. It seems like there's a little bit of cold weather that's coming, but you know right now that it's towards the end of the year, to where it'll get a little chilly here and there, but then a little warm weather comes in, and then it gets cold again, and then warm weather until it starts to actually consistently be warm. You continue to go on your journey. It only takes you about 3 or 4 days on the back of Wraith in order to actually get there. So at this point for you, it is the 24th of Gandaleth. Yes. Yeah, I said Gandaleth and it sounded like I said Gandalf, and I don't know why that's the first time it ever hit me like that. But anyways, you can see below you, kind of in front of a bit of forest, there appears to be quite a large gated estate.
The Gondoleth with an A?
Yes.
Are you sure? I wrote that down Gondola.
Could be Gondoleth too. That probably is better. It's spelled the same either way.
Do you have it written as A? Maybe I should write it as
I
A.
do. But it could still
I'm
be
gonna say
pronounced
mine's right.
Gondoleth. Yeah.
Change the world.
Change the world for me. But what you're looking down at and about where you are leads you to believe that below could possibly be what you're looking for. It's probably about midday at this point, maybe a little earlier than midday, probably like 10 a.m. if anything. There's kind of like looking down, looking back at you. That could be it. I don't know what you want to do though.
We're gonna go pay him a visit.
Alright,
You gonna stay here, and you wanna come with me?
I'll drop down in the forest behind it and I'll let you walk in. I'll stay with Wraith. If you need anything, whistle really loud or holler? I don't know.
All right. Well, if it's in danger, you'll probably hear a gunshot. So,
That wears too. Be careful.
you too.
Alright. So, the estate itself is gated. The gate around it is probably a good 10 plus feet tall. Doesn't look like there's anywhere you could like climb over or sneak in, but it's up to you how you want to approach it. If you want to try to like sneak your way up and look around, or if you want to just walk up to the front gate. I don't know what you want to go about doing this.
I'll go to the front gate.
Okay. You're kind of doing like a little bit of a perimeter around as you're walking, because you're kind of on the back side of it where that forest is. Wraith pretty much came over from the mountain and crested down and crawled his way into it, being kind of sneaky. But you get up to the front gate. The gate itself has an eccentric crest in the center, where the two kind of gates meet. You can see in the center there is a horse standing on a treasure chest in this like bucking position. The gate itself is about 14 feet tall, and the perimeter fence around it's probably only about 10 or 12. You can see sharp points on the top of each pole. Every 80 or so feet there's this large square stone post at the same height that wraps around the entire perimeter of the estate. You can see that there are people patrolling all over. Just from a glance you see probably about 20 or so that are just outside. Every now and then a couple people like look over through the gate at you and see you, but continue doing whatever it is they are. The estate that you're looking at is about 3 stories tall. It's probably double, maybe triple the size of the estate that you were at previous for the keepers. It's made of this kind of light gray stone, and it's supported and accented with this mahogany wood all over it, and these arching kind of Roman architecture type look to it. You can see the landscape of the estate is filled with this kind of teeming decor. There's statues, large hedges, a flower garden, this maple tree with benches beneath it. There's so much space and land that all of the decor itself doesn't really seem like it's clustered or a mess. It's actually well placed and well taken care of. And you can see the grounds crews actually tending the gardens, clipping at hedges and working on other things. You also look to the back left corner of the estate, and there's a very large barn and a like corral where you can see inside of it probably 7 or 8 large kind of beautiful horses, and as you could imagine they're all Clydesdales. The barn is not your typical red color, nor is it just a barn. You can see that there's almost like 4 ports where these sliding barn doors give way to it. Inside of each port there's a caravan or 2 that you can see, each of them drawn by Clydesdale horses. The cargo in each is unknown, but you can see that in each port there are caravans being ready for some type of transport, and one of the barn doors slides closed and you can see a large gold-plated Clydesdale crest on the door and each other barn door. As you're walking up you see a kind of scruffy, scraggly looking man. His beard is very, very thin and chin-strapped. He has his mustache is very, very thin and almost like wiry, and it looks like this part of it here is like either shaved or burnt off. It doesn't look like it's fully like grown in at all. He seems to be picking at like dirt between his or underneath his fingernails with a small blade. Kind of looks over. Oi, who might you be?
My name's Azreal.
Alright. What can I do for you, Azrael?
I'm looking for Mr. Gordon Clydesdale.
May I ask in regards to what?
I seek information missing person.
Oh. What are you, some sort of bounty hunter?
No, that's father in search of his son.
Oh. Alright. Let me check the docket, see if you're on it. We'll see. Kind of walks over, gets over to the like small, it's not like a shack, it's more of this bench that's laid out, almost like a cart type deal that you see in a market that has several things on it, drawers and such. He looks at it and, well, according to our docket here, nobody's expected to be at the estate, and if nobody's expected, no one is to enter. I'm sorry, so I'm probably gonna have you move along.
Can just ask him. Send the word to him. He's my last option. I really miss my son. He's the only one that might know where he is.
Alright, I'll tell you what, I'll run up there really quick, see what I can do.
Like,
Turns around and starts walking back. You keep looking over the estate and kind of sizing everything up. If you could make a perception check for me.
8.
8? Okay. There's a lot going on. It's hard to really narrow or hone in on anything specifically. The 20 or so individuals you see patrolling around all have this very, they don't appear to be a part of some sort of like security company, if you would, or some specific group where they're all looking somewhat the same. The only thing that looks the same about them is that they're all very rough looking. They look like half a mercenary. Like they're not super intimidating, but what they're here for is very obvious. They're just here to like kind of patrol and do some sort of security work. But they're not doesn't look like professional or intimidating, like I said before. They're just kind of patrolling, walking around. You wait for probably a good 10, maybe even 15 minutes, as it looks like the walk it takes for him just to get up to the front door is a good 5 minutes. Holy shit. Just yanked that right off. But once he gets back, he is accompanied by 3 other people, all also looking kind of scraggly and rough. One of them has like a kind of wrap around his head, and it kind of comes off the side. It looks like dirty. All of them kind of walking there. You see the one of them is just kind of like picking at his teeth and looking at it. The one who was talking to you before. You say your name was Azreal, right? Alright, he's not too busy right now if you'd like to go speak with him.
yes, please, I would love that.
Alright, cool. If you could, boys, open the gate. They walk over and just kind of push it out towards you. You have to take like maybe 1 or 2 steps back for it to fully open. As you're walking in, you like kind of just look out towards the forest and can see Wraith is just like sitting like tucked into the tree line under some bushes, and you can see like this part of his head is kind of sitting there, and then Neris is just kind of standing next to him. Good ways away, but you could see them briefly, and then they watch you walk in before you look back again and they're not there. You make your way up to the front door, where there is another crest on the door itself. Also, there's like probably like a good 6 foot wide set of stairs made of the like gray stone as well, that have like those mahogany type wood. They look like railings or posts on the sides, and then there's like gold caps on the posts that end the railing. It looks extremely expensive. Everything is really well taken care of. Once you get into the actual estate, it is dim. There's not many like lights or torches that are placed or lit. You can see a few paintings on the walls. The entryway has a little bit of a circular look to it almost, where the left and right there's no like hallway or anything. It just kind of goes straight in. There's like this foyer almost, and the foyer has a curve to it that has paintings and stuff hanging up. Most of them are just of like horses, fields, and such. They're just like quick decor. There's 2 coat racks that are kind of on the side. The one gentleman that's standing inside now that you can see, it's not the same or any of the same people that were outside. This individual has on like a white dress button-up shirt, black vest over it with black pants, but the clothing seems a little dirty, as if he's like been doing a lot today. Can I take your jacket, sir? Yeah, all right, very well. Kind of grabs the coat and pushes it a little bit before hanging it up on the hook. Right this way. He's in his office. Walks you in and over to where you can see, once you make your way through the foyer, there's like this archway that leads into it, and there are several people kind of over to the left that seem to be just cleaning, doing other house chores. Most of them are human. There's a couple like elves here and there, but inside of here, the interior of the house is made of a kind of almost lighter, almost limestone looking color. It's like this yellowish white as opposed to the light gray that's on the outside. It seems like there's layers to the house itself, like it's very, very well built. It also looks like it's been here for not too long. Like there's not really a lot of wear and tear to the house itself. There is a set of stairs kind of leading up to the second floor. The individual just kind of points up and seems like has something else to do. He just, if you would, up the stairs to the right, his study, office, whatever you'd like to call it, is the very last door on the end.
Thank you very much.
All right. He walks off, and you make your way up the stairs, down the hallway. You can see 2 bedrooms or rooms because of the doorways on the left side of the hall. And then towards the right, there's one on the wall to the right immediately, and then one at the very end against the wall there.
Make my way down to his office.
All right. Making your way down, the door itself is closed.
Give it a knock.
Okay. So a bit of silence for a second. You hear rummaging around on the inside before the door itself kind of opens up.
Hello, Mr. Clydesdale.
Yes, and you are Azreal looking for his son, you said? Yes, please, come in. I'll do what I can for you. I'm very busy, though, and don't really know much about missing people, but I guess I'm supposed to be of help to you somehow?
Yes, I heard that you might know where he is because you deal with shipping people on ships and stuff, and transport goods and everything.
Yes, I transport goods. At least know of the routes and line up people from here to there and get people in touch with who they need to speak with.
I believe he was taken by, I think they were like pirates or something. I'm not sure. But I know I've heard rumors that they go around from the different ports. I was hoping you'll know where they are.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I don't know anything about pirates.
They're a ship, I believe that goes by the Taken Serpent.
Heard of it. Don't have anything to do with it.
Is that obvious?
You can make an insight check.
I don't know a thing.
Never heard of it.
Who are they?
There's definitely something he's hiding, but it doesn't seem like it's
Shoot him
gonna
in
be
the
easy
face.
to get out of him.
Kneecap.
Please, sir, you're my last hope. You have to know something, right?
I know a lot, but when it comes to pirates, I keep my hands out of it.
I'll give you anything you need. Pulls out his bag of gold. This is all I have left. I've been trying to get here and go around. It's 150 gold.
But I have no use for gold, so I'm sorry. As I said, though, I don't know anything of pirates. I think it may be best for you to go now.
Why are you not telling me the truth?
deal in
Yes,
trade,
sir.
merchants, place to place, people to people.
Any last location somewhere. I just want my son back.
Sir, I can tell you're troubled and may have had some tough times, but I know nothing of missing people or people taking people. I deal in the movement and trade of goods.
Are you afraid of this ship? I'm not. I've made my peace already. I just want my son back. They won't need to know. If you have this information, I'll make sure that if I find them, they never find out where it came from.
I have no idea why you think I'm even aligned with pirates. I have nothing to do with the likes of them. I deal in trade from major cities to major cities, kingdoms to kingdoms.
I see. I feel like he's trying to sweat a little more. Or his demeanor is significantly changing. Or...
You can tell he's starting to get a little more frustrated. He also seems like there's definitely something he's not telling you. It seems like he's evading a lot and coming back to the same. I don't do that.
Can you tell me where then someone would have the information?
On pirates?
This ship in particular.
Everybody's got their stories about the Taken Serpent. I mean, it's legendary. Anybody who's ever been on the sea or on the coast knows about the Taken Serpent.
So what are your stories then?
My stories is that they're ruthless thugs and pirates.
You said you didn't know anything about pirates.
Well, I know what people say, at least. Yeah. They sail the sea, they look for goods that are easy takings. The Taken Serpent, though, is a whole different beast itself. The things that they have on that ship are something of the likes that
Yes,
no
people.
one has ever seen.
People that shouldn't be there.
Not the people,
Like my son.
the cannons. And they have weaponry that is far beyond any technology that any of us have.
Whose fault that is?
Let me help. Take that challenge.
I do hope you find someone who can help you, but it's not me.
What was the last port that they were at that we recall?
The last port that you recall them being at? I have to check my notes.
I think they stop at Rumenheim on the 5th of every month.
Yeah, that was the last information I'm pretty sure I gave you guys, is that it's every month.
So hurry up and get back.
Yeah, that's where you know them to go, yeah. Or Rumenheim.
I don't remember if it was Rumenheim or
Not the Taken Serpent specifically, but, the fleet of the pirate brigade or whatever you'd like to call it.
the ship that sells stuff.
A ship that sells stuff. True.
I don't believe that you don't know anything about it. You're the trade master, whatever you do.
As I said,
This stuff.
I am Corn Clydesdale. I work in the trade business, establishing trade routes, traveling from place to place, matching up to clientele. What I am not is involved with the likes of pirates.
I'd say you're involved with pirates.
You are.
You just know of the vessel and where it would be because it's on your trade routes.
They don't know about my trade routes. I move them around enough to where they can't. There's no way they know. It's not possible.
They sure know how to build a vessel that no one was thought possible.
Look, I'm sorry about your son or whatever, but I can't help you. Don't know anything about him. Only what people say, and it's not going to help you find your son.
Can you give me any information on your trade routes?
That's classified information. I deal in vast amounts of goods and food that supplies kingdoms for, you know, months to live for the people.
What do you think a man like me's gonna do? Stop her entire vessel from reaching its destination?
I don't know who you are or what you know or who you're affiliated with, so
I'm affiliated myself in that Taken Serpent because I want my son back.
I'm sorry, I can't help you. Knowing trade routes isn't going to help you any.
This vessel travels those trade routes. I'll at least try and track them
Yeah,
down.
you have better luck trying to just sail the sea itself and hope that they find you.
Can I get like a layout of the room?
Yeah, so essentially, like the room itself, where you are, you're standing where you can see there's one kind of chair that's over to the side in between two bookcases. There is one small kind of like almost porthole window that sits high above and lets sun down and into the room, so it doesn't like directly see outside at all. The wall on the left side has a large glass cabinet that sits over a bunch of slots, probably about this big, and there's what appears to be some sort of like key mechanism, almost like china cabinet like, that opens up the doors to go inside of whatever is behind that. And then the door that leads out. Super like quiet, cozy, kind of isolated.
How's the stature of this guy?
So Corin himself, my bad, I didn't even give you the description that I have of him. So standing before you, you see a middle-aged human. He's probably, you'd guess, no older than 40. He has on a kind of light gray like suit jacket, like a blazer, and it kind of bellows out to where it has like the splits in the side. You see that his pants are pulled up probably about to just below his belly button, and they're buttoned up probably about 3 buttons. All the buttons are gold, so his suit and suit pants are like this light gray color with this gold kind of trim and accents to them. Around the sleeves they're kind of rolled and tied into. He's kind of got a thinner build. His legs are a little wiry. He looks like his legs are probably like 75% of his body, as he's like kind of taller. He's probably only stands at like 6 feet though, but his like leg to torso ratio is a little off. He stands pretty proper for the most part, but moves his hands out around a lot and kind of grabs up towards his face and gestures out in front of him when he speaks.
So it doesn't seem like a super capable individual of his own, right? Or whatever.
No.
Make someone do his work for him.
Yeah. Hence all the people that he hires to do everything.
Is the door locked? Was the door locked behind me?
It's closed. You don't think it's locked though.
Try to glance back and check to see if there's a lock on it.
Yeah, you look back and can see there does appear to be some sort of deadbolt mechanism on the top that it's just like it slides across and goes into another like slot to lock the door. The handle itself doesn't lock, but the door won't open if you put the deadbolt on.
I'm gonna stand up.
Thank you for your time. I'm sorry I couldn't
Turn
help.
back to walk towards the door. I'm gonna lock it.
Look, I don't want trouble.
I don't want trouble neither.
I've got
You're giving me
gold.
trouble.
I've got gold, maybe.
Gold isn't gonna do me shit. You're gonna turn the gold into my son?
No, I can't do that. I told you I'm Corin Clydesdale. I deal in business,
Pull-
trade routes, and
Pull some glasses out of my backpack
Yeah.
with the whiskey. Start pouring it. Lay back on the chair and put my feet up on his desk.
Cool. He's so cool.
Taken Serpent. Come on.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about the Taken Serpent. I don't even know who you are, or how you know about me, or what makes you think that I know about pirates or the Taken Serpent, but I don't. I work in the trade business. That's all.
Flips the latch off his holster. Pulls it out. seen one of these before?
I have.
It's a magnificent creation, isn't it?
Look, you work for him, don't you?
If I worked for him, why would I be looking for him?
You're here to see if I'll tell, and I won't. I'm not telling anyone anything.
Tell me anything about what?
Nothing?
What information that you don't need to tell about?
I'm not telling you a thing.
Pointed at him.
Alright, alright.
Turn it back.
Stop, please,
I'm not
please,
playing.
please, 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 please. I don't know anything. What's your son's name?
Sandon.
I don't know a Sandon. There, see? I don't know where to find your son. I'm sorry.
Taken Serpent.
The last time that I saw Nightshade, he used that to intimidate me, and it worked. Look, here. I have this. I have this. I just have to grab a key. He reaches in the drawer, and pulls it out, and goes down and grabs a key. There's papers inside of there.
Open it.
He walks over and turns the key, slides open the glass cabinets, and grabs the papers. It's better you look than me tell you. Here.
It's like a thick stack, or
There's like 2 scrolls that are rolled together, and then there's probably a stack about this big of papers. Whatever you need to know about the Taken Serpent is there.
hold through and open one up, see what kind of information's in it.
Put it and open. The first one you open up is it's the trade routes. One of them looks like an original copy. The other looks like it's a copy of that. That was to be given to him the next time his men came here. It's the new trade routes.
I'll make sure this gets to him.
When he comes here and I don't give that to him, he's gonna know. I'm gonna die.
Well, you were gonna die if you didn't give it to me anyway, so you made the right choice to live a little longer.
Give me the original back so I can make another copy for him.
How long will this take?
But 5 minutes? I do it right there at the desk. Takes it and walks over.
Jesus.
He's the most lawful guy.
Yeah,
in the
he's
party.
awful good, dude. Awful good.
Starts writing it out and drawing as he's drawing. I don't know what you're looking for him for, but you don't understand. He's ruthless. Especially with the things he has possession of. He has no fear for any sort of law or anything.
I don't fear any man like that, so.
All I do for him is give him the trade routes, line him up with other people who are in his line. I just try to make money in all of it. Takes the original. Do you need this back, or did you want just the copy?
I'll take the original.
Yeah.
We're good.
Pretty sure you were muted anyway.
Check it.
Of course I was.
Check the other ones real quick.
Do you want me to mute you?
To be safe.
No.
You were.
As you go to like check the other ones, you watch him like kind of move like quick, like he's gonna go like do something. Like jumps like over to go towards the door like really fast.
Kick the door back to the. Kick the chair back to the door.
Yeah.
Trying to like block it.
Kick the chair. It slides a little bit in front of it. Please, please don't kill me. Please, please don't kill me.
I'm just making sure you gave me all the right information. So you can sit tight for a minute while I read over these papers.
Everything I have is there. Everything with the Taken Serpent. So you find in what you're looking at, if you make an investigation check for me really quick while you're standing there looking at it.
16.
16. Some of the documents you can see all connect him with a merchant of seeds, plants, and flowers. It's all listed like,
Seeds.
bundle of seeds or bushel of this, bushel of that. All of them are signed with this kind of bluish purple ink blotch. There's no name, nothing of the sort. And you can see on that trade route map, there's nothing really there on it. But at the bottom corner, there's that kind of bluish purple ink blotch again in the corner. And you can also see on the map, there's another map on there of kind of just Zaxria itself. There are no trade routes or anything drawn on it. He just kind of handed you a map of Zaxria. You also find a lot of information about slave traders, smuggling operations, copies of trade routes to major cities like Yoldgard and Southbrook. And those trade routes are things that he probably shouldn't have, but he has. And it looks like what he has are originals, but has probably used them as copies or things before. There's no set information or anything that points directly towards the Taken Serpent or incriminates him in any way with that. But most of the information about the slave traders and smuggling operations, when you're looking at that, I only have that information because he made me start to look for it. I've been doing this for him for about a year, maybe 2 now. It's very beneficial when it comes to the wealth-wise, but I just try not to think about it too much. He asked for that stuff so he can go take what they took too. He's kind of doubling up, if you would.
How about last location? Where'd you last know where they are?
I honestly thought you were one of his men. They're supposed to be here within a day or 2 to come and retrieve the copy of the trade routes. I'm sure he's planning to hit them again, probably along the...
Where are they coming from, though? You're not anywhere near a port, or are we?
They're not close enough, probably 3 days away by horse. They usually dock at Port Rumenheim and make their way down. But I'd let him know the last time he was here I'd have more for him, and we always split it 70-30. And he was supposed to bring this percentage from last time, but hasn't yet. And I know that he was planning something in the Clemp Sea, maybe, trying to find trade routes that were all aligned. I don't know. That's all I have.
Seems like he's spilled everything now.
There could be more information, but he's pretty much at a point where he's hoping he just gets out of this alive.
That is all the Taken Serpent information you have?
Yes, that's it.
Why the hesitation?
No hesitation.
Come on, man. Pulls it out again. This time he lights the barrel with the flame right.
He drops onto the ground.
I want every piece of information out of it. Not just what
I
you
know
want me
that
to.
there's somewhere that an island, unmapped, uncharted.
Where?
It's in the Clemp Sea. That's all I know. They don't give me information. It's just stuff that I overhear sometimes when his men stay for longer periods of time. That's all I know. Somewhere in the Clemp Sea, there's an island. The Taken Serpent's usually docked there. It only goes out when it needs to. He's got a good fleet with him. A lot.
Well, Sergeant. Thank you for your service. Enjoy the whiskey. He'll stay in here until I leave. starts to leave, move the chair, unbolt the door.
Those farm dogs.
You watch him just like lay down against the side like a chair, put his hand on his head.
Let's get the like butler person.
Yeah, there's nobody like immediately upstairs. There's like a pretty lengthy hallway. This looks like it's just like a part that's built in the front, and then if you were to go downstairs, you could go further into the house. But it doesn't look like anybody's immediately upstairs. And when you go downstairs, or at least you're at the top of the stairs looking down, everybody seems to just kind of be busy looking around, not doing, much of anything.
Did you just hang my jacket or did he take it?
He hung it in the front.
Okay. So I'll grab the jacket.
Okay.
Start walking around.
Yeah.
Stole that shit.
Walk on, grab
Yoink.
it.
It's pretty cool.
Head out.
All right. You make your way out, pretty much without issue. Once you get over to the gate, they just kind of open it up for you, and you walk out. Kind of like, tip the hat, and you take care too. Oh, good luck with your kid there.
Thanks.
All right.
Jesus Christ. Sounds like a freight train upstairs.
Alrighty, so you make your way back and out into the bit of forest that's above the estate in order to get back with Neris and Wraith to fly back, I'm assuming. Once you get back. So, how did it go?
Pretty well. I have all these papers, treasure rods,
Fun.
information about Taken Serpent. Got what we came here for.
Alright, well, I guess we can just bring it back to the rest of them unless there's something else.
I don't think so. We should try to hurry though. They said that some of the Taken Serpent's goons might be here in a day and a half.
Yeah. Don't like pirates. I guess Anders alright, but...
He's a good guy.
Alright, here we are. Let's go. She gets up on Wraith, and Wraith kind of ducks down for you to jump on him too. Pick up and fly off back towards the estate. So, it will be the 27th. Yeah, the 27th when they get back. So in those, 5 or so days, what would you like to do?
Start loading the ship with the cannons
Alright.
and
Finish the cannon.
make as many cannonballs as we can in the meantime.
Alright.
Read my book. A way to help.
Make my next check.
Oh yeah. Yeah, go for it on that check.
Oh, I
there.
thought that was like make my next check. Like
Are you
make
on
money
the,
out of it.
the cannon?
Uh-huh.
Okay. We're not gonna go day by day.
Hey,
and
natural
roll.
20.
Hey, that boy.
So that's a 30.
You don't want me to roll fucking
So just make
10 d8?
just make 5.
D8.
So make a percentage roll followed by a crafting check. Percentage roll, crafting check. Do 5 of them. So do your percentage roll first.
Is
78.
when I complete the cannonballs, does it just make one?
Yes.
Okay.
24
I thought it was 3.
24.
is the check. Or not the check. The check.
3
Crafting.
points towards it.
How many days are there in this month that we're in?
33.
Enough. 33. Well, on the 32nd is my next check.
I'm good on that. I got a 57
You said
first.
5 days, right? So
Yes.
I gotta do
You can do
20.
5 percentage rolls. 20?
20.
It's another 3.
Wait, do I gotta use both of them?
I have to use 10 gold a day.
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yes.
Just,
So you decide. So one of them is the
Yeah, one's the 10s and one's the 1 spot.
Right.
Oh,
77.
1 second.
77
Six.
and 2. 14.
53.
1 point.
1 point?
Mm-hmm.
I think I have it just like
53.
get through.
53 for
5.
you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Skip. Sorry. It's 3 points gained for you. What'd you get?
Oh, wait.
Sorry.
Zeros are 100 or 0?
or 100?
There's 0 if it's not double zeros.
Zero,
right?
0, 0 is 100.
Okay, but if not, it's just zeros, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 5.
For progress check?
No, to check
Oh.
if I can keep going
Yeah, you're good.
or whatever.
This is your fourth or third roll?
4th, I think.
Second roll was 100.
26.
26. 3 points.
How many?
3.
Why can't I get 4? How I get 4? Natural 20?
Second roll was
Do the points carry over if I'm just like making cannon? Like, so I was at 5 points and I got 3 points for my first day. Can I put 1 towards the next one or no?
Yeah, that's cool. If you're making the same thing, yeah, I'm cool with that. That's fine.
77, and then
13 points. Second day,
22.
81. So
22, 3
good.
points again.
Okay, it's done.
It's done?
Got 3 points.
Second roll was 100.
You got 100?
Yes.
That's a 0 and 2 zeros?
Yes.
Third day,
4
That's
skill
bad.
points.
49.
Bad, dude. Wait, what's he doing?
He's just learning he's reading his book and whittling
I have to
away
roll
at some
2
point.
checks?
You have to spend 10 gold every time.
Yeah, I have 150.
Okay. Make sure you spend the 10 every time. So you can make 5 checks to increase it.
That's 30.
15.
30 is 2 points.
Third day, 88. Still good. Fuck. 21. So that puts me at 3 points. Fourth day, 70 exactly.
73.
Actual 18, 6 points.
Three,
So I
3
should
points.
finish one more on the 6th day. Or the 5th day, rather. So that was 6.
Okay, one more. 43.
Oh, wait, did you really roll 43?
Yeah.
I also rolled 43.
Whoa.
2 points.
It's crazy.
16 plus 9 is 3 more points. That's 1 more cannonball, and I'm done at this point. But we're up to 16 cannonballs. Hopefully it's enough to sink a ship.
Easy.
You hit it in the
Enough
right
to
spot.
keep it there so we can get
Drop
on it.
meteors on it.
Light on fire.
Yeah.
It's the worst kind of fire.
Meteor.
Fire on the water.
Alright, so Andrew, you made your checks. Might be easier for you to go. Andrew, you made your checks, right?
Scoot in, Brian. Scoot.
Yeah.
Okay. You good back there?
You get all the secrets? Cool. Cool.
Hey, finish the campaign.
We
Start
finally
off
found out that
Vikings.
Nana ends the BB.
That's me. I could have told you that.
Alrighty. You're good, right? Just double checking. You did all your stuff for the 5 days? You did your stuff? You did you get
16
Yeah.
cannonballs.
Oh, and
you made your
between
check towards
reading and all that shit, I'm praying and reading through the book of Remiel.
6.
Anything specific you're looking in for, or just reading it?
Probably like ways to prove myself for it. You know?
Okay. Go ahead and roll. You can make a religion check.
Oh, okay. I'm not too bad at those.
But you have disadvantage.
Oh shit, that was a 9.
9. Okay. You know that if you were to read more into it, it's a pretty good sized book. There's a lot of information in it, so you're able to get more information from it, but nothing like too important, like noteworthy. But maybe reading it another day, you might be able to find.
I
out
read
how
it
you
all
could use
5 after reading the other one.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
spending my
Just
entire
over
time.
over that time with that check, you're just kind of reading it to get more information and stuff.
Doesn't count.
Sorry. Sorry.
I don't think you want to catch that with teeth. That might
All
break
right.
a couple.
So on this
That's the
5th
plan.
day here,
We're gonna be
being
pirates.
prepared with the cannons and stuff, it's got to a point where like the cannons are like taking up so much space inside of the tinker, like the workshop, and there's a cannon just fucking sitting there too, and there's stuff all over the place, and Anders like maniacally like going around like mad tinkerer, moving and working on stuff. You finally get the repeater cannon finished, so you have, I believe, one normal cannon,
Two normal
cannons.
two normal cannons, and a repeater cannon.
Yep.
Okay.
Spicy.
All right. Cool. So you
I
have the
can't
normal
remember
and
the
a repeater
difference.
cannon. So the repeater cannon, I'll have little stat blocks for you. I already did the cannon one, I believe. I just have to get the repeater cannon one done. I think I might have that too. It's just on the homebrew. Anyhow, the repeater cannon essentially has like a bowling alley type trough on it that you drop the balls into, and a rail. You pull it, and it drops them all down into the actual barrel itself. So there's like, imagine the barrel is like complete, but there's, on the top part, you created a slot where you just drop it, and all of the cannonballs fall into it. You light it, and it just doof, 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 shoots one after the other. I believe it was supposed to be 3 every attack. When you shoot it, it shoots 3 cannonballs.
That's crazy.
Sure, Peter. I don't know.
You guys gave me the design and said how you wanted it to work, and that was that. This is
All I
fancy
can do
world.
is make cannonballs.
But it got to a point where it was getting very cramped in there, so you are finding yourself like picking stuff up and carrying it out.
Ship, yeah.
Ajasa has brought in 4 crates for you guys to put the cannonballs into, so you can load 4 cannonballs into each into 4
Had 'em
different
in a
crates.
pile, so that's
Yeah,
good.
right. But so you have 4 crates now. Each of them has 4 cannonballs in it. You've got the 2 cannons, and you're walking out right now with the repeater cannon, and you see Wraith kind of slowly gliding down to land, goes up into the large dragon roost that was built on top of the estate, and lands in there. You can see Moldrak in front holding the repeater cannon, like with one arm waving with the other.
It's like very
Yeah.
straining.
Yeah. But you grab it and start walking towards the ship. Solog kind of walks over and kind of gestures out and grabs it and turns around and starts making his way towards the ship. The repeater cannon is probably the last thing that needed to be loaded on, so the ship is essentially ready to go whenever you're ready to go. Food is made and prepared. You guys make your way, all of you. Azreal and Neris now being done with what they were doing back at the estate. The smell of food is in the air. It's like this very, very hearty chicken, almost like a soup maybe. You can smell vegetables and stuff too, some sort of a broth. So you do make your way down to find some sort of hearty chicken soup. No noodles, just chicken and vegetables and broth. But you make your way in and down.
Control those
We'll
fucking
put 'em outside.
coyotes outside.
Do the homunculi also
just
go and
discuss.
grocery shop for us, or do we have to? do
No,
that
you have
first?
to get all that stuff. You have a certain amount.
Can we
like,
get a-
supplied.
Can we get a grocery shopping homunculi?
I don't know, but you
We'll call
guys-
him
We gotta
You
go
have to
back.
go back to Arcanoria.
Yeah.
We'll
You
call him
guys-
Steve.
Did you want me to mute you?
No, I'm good. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put these dogs outside. You guys are all in the kitchen talking.
It's Billy.
Hello.
I muted him, so I shouldn't pick it up.
So
So
we're all in the
fucking-
kitchen? Fantastic talk, guys. I love this talk.
We are all in the kitchen, yes.
Yeah. Haven't heard that voice in a while, and I love it.
I know. I have to get back into it. It was kind of
Strong
bleeding.
Russian man to
It was
gypsy.
kind of bleeding into my other character a bit.
Honestly,
Honestly, put the
I
ferrets
forgot what
outside.
Skip even sounded like.
Yeah, just do Giles. That'll work.
Your phone went off while you were gone.
Did it?
Thought it was a
Yeah.
bomb.
We didn't touch it.
It
It's definitely vibrating. Maybe you got an Amber Alert.
I didn't get it.
I don't know. It went
guess I'm
off.
not important.
It did like a loud vibrate, like the same kind of thing. So I
Maybe
don't
it's a here Amber Alert.
You guys can.
Because you're
We get it
fucking,
everywhere.
you're a different place,
We
dude.
get it everywhere.
You're a different place.
Shut
Well,
know. The plan. The ship is ready. How was the trip? Anything fruitful?
It's pretty good. Got these papers. They're trade routes and a bunch of fun stuff about the Taken
You
Serpent.
might be. I don't know. How to,
Navigator.
I Doesn't even bother to look at the navigator.
He calls me the navigator, and yet
You always know where
No
north is.
idea what.
that's all I know.
That's good enough.
Start charts.
You're gonna be at a boardroom and that, or yeah.
It looks
We
like
totally
Looking
don't
for
know what
trade
it
routes,
says.
But,
Yeah.
trying to see for where.
Who are you looking for over there?
Sometimes there's just this like godly entity that helps me out.
I didn't take you for the believer type, Connor.
It's more like an internal monologue.
Which just seems
No,
to
no.
not be
Two
here at
two
the minute.
people is a dialogue.
Uh-huh.
Internal dialogue.
I guess though, if it's somebody who doesn't exist, maybe it's still a monologue. Bullet.
Everyone has that
Beep.
voice of reason walking
Skip 404.
The 404 error just scrolled across his eyes.
We gotta reboot him again.
Oh,
guys.
shit. Try unplugging him.
This is absent.
I mean,
So the plan.
They're gonna be in Port Rumenheim in like a day or two, I think. Or they're gonna be at the person's estate in a day.
All
Yeah.
of the ship?
Well, the ship won't be there,
Oh.
unless it's a flying ship.
Is it a flying ship?
Could be now. Maybe it's a.
Fuck.
Maybe they advanced to a flying ship.
That would be quite unfortunate.
I feel like we
would
know
we be able
there's a
to
flying
like?
ship flying around.
Aren't there flying ships?
Yeah.
We tried to read the paper, but our monologue.
We know about.
We know about him.
Monologue wouldn't hear.
So that means we would know.
Who's there now, monologue?
I said he tried reading the paper, but
You weren't here to tell us what was
We-
happening.
Weirdly enough, the paper doesn't actually exist. I know, weird.
Okay, which paper?
My immersion.
The charts. The ones they got from.
Sorry, Kay thought she lost her wallet. She's
Oh
freaking out.
man.
Did she find it?
She did. It was in her car.
There you go.
Okay, so which paper specifically?
I just handed him all the bundle of.
The bundle of papers. So you guys looking at the papers that he has set down before you, there are two scroll-like papers. Both of them look identical. One of them is looks like an original kind of created. There's a map of Zaxria that has trade routes coming through it. So shit, I don't have a map of Zaxria.
shit.
I didn't bring mine.
Cool, you gotta drag it over there, bro.
It's on my desk out there.
The one I'm working on is like
Anyways.
50% now.
So the southern, Jared, can you run and grab that map?
Get
It'll
the
be so much
map.
easier to
We may have
show
a
you
cooler
guys.
one by next week, but we'll see. Yeah.
You said
It's
Devin's
getting
a shit. Everybody
If you
heard
need
that,
more
right?
stuff, let me know. And
I
I'll get
think
it.
what you sent me is good enough.
We heard
Okay.
that, right? Everybody heard that? Devin's a shit? Everybody heard that?
Yeah, Devin's map is complete shit. Devin, if you're watching this, no, it's not.
But aside from that one, there are.
He's not watching. He's stupid.
So there's the original that has the trade routes on it, and there's a copy. The copy itself has this bluish purple ink that's blotched in the bottom right corner of it. There's also a couple of documents of like smuggling reports, not reports, but smuggling, like just evidence of smuggling from the Restless. You can see an M that is documented on a lot of it. Imagine this information was used to just kind of get the one up on them and steal whatever they had. Yeah, if I could take that from you for a second. So here is your world. Okay.
I don't know how it
I
works.
think up here. This is Athalia.
Nope.
This bottom part here. This should be Port Crete.
Close enough.
Oh yeah. Can we switch it to the
Yep.
combat thing and see? Oh, they have a copy on the.
Yeah, it's right on the fucking screen. This here is the.
Wait, what?
I never
Oh.
paid
Clint
attention
Why
to
didn't we
this.
just
do it on screen?
He's doing this for us.
There is. This is not Port Crete. Port Crete's over here.
It sure is.
So
You're
this is Azash.
Yep, that
Azash is kind of
Says
down
it.
further
Says it
though.
on
No,
there.
it
It's
doesn't
not
know.
this close.
So
There
Zash
are-
is that close.
That's what I heard.
There are trade routes
Go ahead, because I can hand him.
drawn
Be right there.
from
I will
Port
end
Crete
you.
here that are going down over to Azash. and it kind of documents what's on these, what vessels and things are supposed to go with it. One of those other papers is pretty much a ledger of what is expected to ship, when it's expected to ship. But the thing that kind of gets your eye more than anything is that there is one line of it that has like a quick little bluish purple ink blotch next to it. There is, from here, it's kind of going around this way, up to this port, and then it looks like it's supposed to come back down to here, to this port, and then all the way across here to Southbrook is where the route, it seems like it's taking. This spot right here of the trade route has like a purple bluish blotch next to it. You can see that on the one that you have like a copy of, it looks like there is a large sum of gold that is supposed to be being transferred, like not like refined like gold pieces or anything, but large amounts of like gold ore from Port Auguste all the way to Southbrook Capital. And it looks like it'll be on there after it leaves here. But there's like a blotch here in the middle of the ocean that has it attached to it. It's hard to kind of navigate through all of the papers that are there, but that's the stuff that really like jumps out at you immediately, and you know makes
Does
you
it have any like dates or anything like that?
Yes. So
Did you notice the really sinister sun on the package?
You're reading another one of those?
Yeah. They're not too bad. But she's like trying to
leaving
chew
from
with dark.
Port Crista. Jesus, it's been a while since we've been in this world. It's hard for me to. So, leaving Port Crista. Just want to make sure that I don't fuck this up. 1. Leaving Port Crista the 21st of Zaneth.
It's like dead dog.
And looking at it right now, it seems like it has already kind of started doing all this junk. Like the dates that were set to this were earlier in this month, to where it's already left and done its little movement around in here, and is now starting to head to Port Crista. It seems like it's going to be leaving Port Crista the 21st. And then once it's out here, it's kind of between, there's not really a date as to when it's supposed to reach Southbrook, but you know that it's leaving here, kind of traveling around this little bit of a route, so your best bet's kind of to be out here, I guess, if you were to do anything, but trying to find where that is exactly would take some killer navigation.
I'm glad we have the best navigator in the world
Oh.
on our ship.
That's facts. That's facts.
I've literally never seen a better
How long
navigator.
It's garbage for you.
How long did it take to get back to the state?
Can't have a good
Flying?
navigator without a good
Took
captain.
you 3 days.
Okay, so I came and gone from
Too
the
bad
estate
you don't have a
then,
good
or
captain.
from the
Vice captain?
mansion.
You'd imagine.
No, I think you're the captain. He's the vice captain.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it is.
I have a hat.
Oh, fuck.
This fucking idiot
Yeah.
doesn't even know what a hat
You
gives
guys,
you.
you guys sailed through the Twin Sea, right?
We have before.
Did you see an island by chance?
We stuck closer to Ophelia than anything.
Until we got to Port Vista, and then we went south. To
Piece
south.
of, piece of information you gave me that wasn't on the papers
got
was that there's an island in the Clem Sea where the Taken Serpent's fleet likes to go to.
Fleet? Do I have any idea about the island?
Like multiple ships. Do you know about that, Andrew?
Make a wisdom check.
I'm really good at these.
That is usually what fleet means.
I understand that, but we
Natural
were expecting
one.
one ship.
Luckily,
one.
I'm a halfling.
Oh, you fucking.
Pirates are known for stealing vessels. I would assume they were adding them to their fleet as well.
9. 9 is the number, not the German word.
9?
Yeah.
Alright, good call.
Okay.
Holy shit, Brian, can you tell me to mute?
Bro, yeah.
Sorry.
You might as well grab the water bottle and start crinkling that too.
I'm muted.
So
you. Go ahead and
essentially-
do what you're gonna do.
Essentially,
too late, you're
you
still muted.
have We might need to switch to Lucy. The power's getting to his head. 5.
I mute everyone else. Switch to the screen that's just me.
Okay, so anyways,
gone in
back
my
to
head.
it. For you, Ander, looking
No.
and
Finish your
to your
eating.
memory Rolodex, you definitely remember there being talks about an island, Nightshade Island. Some people called it the Island of Snakes.
Fucking pretentious.
Yeah, some people called it the Island of Snakes, but Nightshade's Island.
Nightshade's Island. Okay.
Yeah, not Nightshade Island.
I was just
No, Nightshade's Island. Like he pretty much, you know, has claimed it, or you think you're pretty confident. Like, oh shit, you know, I do remember hearing that there probably is an island somewhere, but I don't remember where it was. You've never been on it. You definitely heard him saying it because you weren't on the Taken Serpent the whole time. You probably had to ship jump here and there, but for the most part, you were on the Taken Serpent, doing a lot of work and such. And when you were on it, it was pretty much at sea for a good amount of time when you were on it. You'd imagine the progress that it was making while you were there. If Sandon is still doing the work he was doing for them, probably pretty scary what they could do now.
Nice.
They've got a full-on 30mm Vulcan attached to their ship.
Like, you know that you're pretty skilled with what you do, but Sandon is one hell of a crafter and creator. And when it comes to the Taken Serpent and them getting the resources that they may want or need, whatever they want or need, they take, especially with what they have now. So that repeater cannon you made, you're sitting here thinking to yourself, fuck, he's probably got something 2 times this.
He's got 4 of them.
Billy just
That
told
would
me
be
to
2
stop.
times.
Billy just told me to stop being dog shit, is what he said.
Yeah, that's basically what he said.
You guys achieved something really cool. You fucking made a cannon.
But like,
Gotta
not
make
as good as
explosives.
Sandon though.
Gotta make explosive
Well,
cannonballs.
Ander already knew that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like remember them like talking about an island, but like
But you've never been there.
I've never been there, never really seen it.
That's what I'm talking about.
He said that as Moldrak.
Yeah.
Well,
Skip the
there's some sort of gold shipment going from Port Crista to Southbrook, and they're going through the Clemp Sea.
Do you think they were intercepted?
If I had to guess,
Okay.
that's what this big gold pile is right here.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Have you seen anything like that ink blush that's on a lot of papers? I don't know what that refers to.
Oh.
Maybe, have you seen that?
The roller
you,
just.
you know for sure that the color that it is, it's made from a nightshade flower that Captain Nightshade kind of got his name from.
That's scary.
These blotches, they're from like I think it's a nightshade flower. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's where Kevin like got his name and everything.
Study herblore.
Honor that blotch.
I'm bad at it though.
Honor that blotch in the sea is where the island is roughly at.
Or where the ship's gonna be.
Or,
Not a bad place to start.
Do you? I don't know if you would know this, Ender, but do you think they would send multiple ships to take out like a ship carrying gold like this, or 1 to 2?
Do we have any idea
Did
how
you
much
tell
gold
us?
is? Like
I don't
on
think
the
you
ship?
ever said before that they had
was there any
a
reference to
fleet
the
of
Sea of
ships.
Souls?
Did they have a
Was there any
fleet when you
reference
were
to
with
the Sea
them?
of Souls from Ruminant?
Was
So
it just
they-
mentioned?
They have a fleet when I was with them.
You remember them having 2 extra ships other than Taken Serpent, and they weren't like galleon type ships. They were more keel boats, similar to like what the Peacekeeper is.
Well, like,
They have
when
a
I
galleon, okay.
when I was on the ship, when I was on the ship, they only had 2 extra ones, but it was a while ago, and my brother's pretty good at making stuff,
Yeah.
and probably got a lot more now. I wouldn't guess.
Okay.
I wouldn't doubt they have a fleet now. That's what
My question is our ship gonna be enough?
Highly improbable.
Do we try to? Do we go to Southbrook and ask them for more ships? They have the best navy in the world.
Bless you.
Bless you. Andrew.
Go to the island.
That's where all their ships are.
Also depends on how willing they are to risk their lives for this vessel to take a Serpent.
I think they would give us the ships we require. Maybe one or two at least.
Well,
We
it's
get
more
kinda
than just the ship, it's gonna be a lot of people.
We saved their whole
We saved their,
nation.
their nation, sort of. That was the point of saving them.
Yeah.
It was because we do good things, but also so they would help us.
We could go there and give them the directions, and then make our way with our ship as well.
Ships sail through there.
No, it's too small. They usually there's
Didn't you say it's a land bridge also? Somewhere,
There
something
is a
like
land
that.
bridge. Yeah,
There's a
there's
land
a land
bridge
bridge
there, and this one's like the actual bridge or something.
There's.
Well, they're at Rumenheim around the time I left the estate, the manor.
How much gold do we have?
It's not a lot at the moment, but
Oh, also they probably like
Enough to use
be
teleport.
or
yep. I mean, at least one person.
if we told them we were going for the Taken Serpent, they'd probably be also like
That is
want to
true.
do that.
Well,
We have.
We also have more information about an island that they don't know about. It's like,
I have an idea.
We should at least find the island before going to
Well,
Southbrook.
what about this?
Yep.
There's supposed to be people that are supposed to be going to where you went, right?
Yeah, but they've already gone and went. That was about a day ago or so. I mean, they're gonna have to.
I mean, if they go there, that's what, like a week's journey or something
Yeah, they're at
from
Rumenheim.
the port.
I don't know if they go through the Sea of Souls or not. You know, if they venture through the Sea of Souls.
yeah, they do.
So they probably went back around instead of going northeast.
I was gonna say, we might be able to stop them and then force other people to come looking for them and buy us some time. But that's
Is it a day and
probably
a half to the
well-
manor from the port?
We could.
like by horse. It's like 3 days
3 days. And it took 3 days to get back to.
for you to fly by dragon. Yeah, it's a lot farther.
I was trying to figure out where they'll be.
Yeah.
Well, they were expected to be at the manor in a day and a half when I left. It took 3 days to get here, and it takes them 3 days to get to the manor from Rumenheim.
You'd imagine they're probably at the port now.
So
If they were there,
they're
right when you
likely-
left.
I'm almost back at the port. Maybe gonna leave soon.
Okay.
we missed them.
They're probably gonna sail towards the Sea of Souls. 'Cause it seems very inefficient to go.
What's the month that we're in?
Gondoleth.
So Gondoleth, and then it's what? Is it Zaneth?
It goes Gondoleth, Togath, then Zaneth.
Oh, so we have a month and a half until this ship leaves port, Creasta. The one full of gold.
Well, that's plenty.
Sounds like enough time to go scout out this island and find out where it is.
And here's the bad.
Petition
We
South.
infiltrate the boat with the gold. We take all the gold, and then we leave the Taken Serpent.
To leave from
Waiting on it.
to leave from Port Creed to Southbrook takes 6 to 8 months.
Well, we don't have to. We don't have to leave. We can just leave from our port.
I toss
Well, it's still 6 to 8
Connor
months.
back the coin or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. We can go petition them
He gave me like a
via
coin on the way out there
teleportation.
from
Yeah.
the Lyceum or whatever.
Yep.
Tell them where it
Can we
is.
teleport to Southbrook?
You
Give
got
them a
your
map.
you got your coin back for
Southbrook has a arcane teleportation, right? In the hall of the teleports, there was one for Southbrook.
Mhm.
Okay.
My feet were waved right going through there, or was it just that one time?
No, you had to pay.
yeah,
You had to pay. For sure.
He was on a list or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I told you you
Oh,
had to.
They gave me
Because I
money
got
and then they
the.
were like, oh, right this way.
Yep. Never mind. I remember. Yes.
Yeah. Because you. Yeah.
know about
You
it.
knew about it. You're on the list.
I didn't have to pay, by the way, to get in, so I don't know if that's a every time thing or not.
It is. We can't get like a yearly pass or something. They don't do that.
We tried.
I mean, I don't know if I don't have to pay every time.
It doesn't matter. We have enough gold.
Where did we get a yearly pass?
The port. That one port. I don't remember which one.
Was it the Southbrook port?
Probably.
We haven't used it.
Because you guys had to wait in the DMV.
Talked us into it.
Carrying the shit out of him. Wouldn't complain. He sure did.
Who was that? That was
me and
That was fucking hilarious.
Problem is, if we teleport, we're not gonna have this ship.
We can come back.
But then it's gonna take a long ass time to get sail around, isn't it?
Yeah. But we don't need to go as far as Southbrook. Because we know where they're going.
You know how long it'll take to get from here to where that island is roughly at?
About a month.
Give or take.
They're expected to leave in a month from the port, and it's probably gonna take maybe a couple weeks to get to that.
They're going to be leaving a month, like a month and a half.
Oh wait.
Because it's almost Gondoleth, right?
It's almost the end of it.
Almost the end of Gondoleth. Then we got a whole nother month.
We're on the 27th and there's 33 days.
So it sounds like we better not fuck around.
So we need to go to Southbrook
We have
now.
give or take like 50 days.
We go Southbrook now, talk to the Navy, tell them, hey, we think we know where the Taken Serpent is, and they'd probably be willing to help with that. You can speak to
Where
Admiral Fletcher.
is roughly where we were trying to get to? Like in the sea?
He's there.
Where you're pretty much like right where this Calypso is written.
Does Zash have a navy?
Azash has more of like one or two trade like cargo ships, and then most of what they have are like little sea runner type ships that are just like almost like long Viking boats.
Viking boats, boys.
Plan another Bengaran in the next campaign.
It is confirmed that Vikings are Bengarans. We've now figured it out.
Yeah.
We're all Bengarans in the campaign.
Sick. No, I'm not the one. To Southbrook is the plan.
Is the ship ready for when we get back?
Yes. It's been fully loaded and outfitted with the cannons. Should we do a test fire?
Yes.
I feel like that may be a waste of ammunitions.
Not if we go and retrieve the cannon.
Okay, but what if we shoot the cannon? What if we
firing
shoot the
into the water?
cannonball? No, we shoot on land. It's easier to find.
Well, that's true.
You could also
We have,
destroy
shoot at the
and
we
or
have a
damage.
giant open field we can shoot out at.
You can also destroy and or damage the iron ball.
So,
It'd be better to test it than
make
we
sure
get
that
there.
they work.
We get there and then we're like, yeah, use the kit. And it
Especially
blows
if
up
they
our
have
ship.
a fleet of ships and they have more of these repeating cannons.
How many cannonballs do we have?
Enough.
How many is enough? I wasn't asking that. I need a direct number.
We don't even know. We stopped keeping count.
We have so many we don't even have a count.
That's how many
We have 16.
I
We
do
only have
not.
16.
No, we have 16.
It takes like 5 million points to make each one!
Are we sure that 16 is even going to sink one ship?
I don't know. We have meteors.
Those aren't cannons.
They're
What do you want?
meteors!
Yes, but
that's
I'm talking
worse.
about our cannons.
Sure, yeah, we do have 3 cannons.
Okay, well, is it wise to waste ammunition?
What were you doing this whole time while
I
we're
was
making
reading.
cannons? Reading.
Helpful,
That
helpful.
That helps.
Super helpful.
I'm not handy with metal.
Oh well.
That's weird. You seem like you'd be
But your
the
hands
most
are
handy
metal.
with metal. Alright, we're shooting a cannon.
He has a point.
At least one.
At least we gotta test it.
Motherfucker. I gotta go upstairs to my homebrew page on my computer.
Imagine not having that.
You crazy motherfuckers.
Gotta test it.
It's an, you guys to shoot a fucking.
It's an after.
Who do you think we
It's
are?
a perfect after dinner activity. Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't expect us that. We
Alright.
should.
We're the guys who are supposed to save the world, right?
Now,
Not sure.
now here's something. Do one or you two of the strongmen want to try and catch it?
I do. I have the most hit points, so I would probably be able to take
He's
a
already
shot.
dented the shit anyway.
Actually, I'm going to
Your hit points
opt
aren't
out.
that much higher than mine.
How many hit points do you have?
142.
I have 151.
What a diff.
I don't know.
You guys are kind of weak. I have 100 HP. Kind of weak.
You're didn't you
Let
do
me-
toughness?
Let me put a fucking
Fighters are just
Divine
weird.
Thunder
I
Smite
have
on top of you and see what
74.
happens.
Yeah.
You want to take one?
Just vaporize Connor.
I'll catch a cannonball.
Really?
Yeah, I'll fucking ride with it.
It's gonna be
The cannonball's about my size.
just load you for the practice fire. Oh!
So as soon as I catch Ander.
He's pretty
How
good
much?
at catching.
How much different would it be than the leap backflip? I'm just saying. I could get many backflips with a cannon shot.
True.
Could not have a back from a cannon shot.
You may do some flips though.
Move some feet.
We'll count each piece of you as an extra flip.
Jesus.
You load the deck into the cannon
It's-
and shoot the
Ander
player
just
deck out.
blows up and
Genius.
his hat slowly falls down.
Okay, so if you open up the player resources tab in Discord,
It was in there the whole
one.
time. It was in there the whole
this is me
time.
running around upstairs so I don't slip.
It didn't make that much noise. You were very quiet.
The sea.
We've
So
decided
what
that
if,
we're firing me out of the cannon.
What if we wanted to fire Andra?
Can we get
And
Ander?
Modrek's gonna catch me.
He goes, ouch.
Hey, if it does less than 60
Cannon.
hit points, I can heal you back from.
Oh, how much damage does
Did
it
we
do?
make gunpowder?
How much damage does it do to a
No,
person?
he went and got gunpowder.
Oh, okay.
Cannon.
Did you?
It says 3d10 bludgeoning damage.
You get gun,
Oh, I could catch one of these boys.
you get gunpowder or get the shit to make
Do they deal
gunpowder?
extra damage to vessels?
But
What?
did
Do
they
extra
get
damage
gunpowder or
to
make
beams?
get the shit to make gunpowder?
Wait, how does a
They
directional
got the shit to
die
make
work?
gunpowder.
So we haven't made the gunpowder.
Yeah, I think the plan was for him to do it at sea.
What if you roll
Okay, so we can make it while we're
backwards?
gone. That's fine.
What's that?
What if you... So, it says you roll a directional die if you miss. What if it goes backwards?
Backfire.
That's just
explodes
like
at the end,
the,
so
sorry, hold on.
Is that the cannon going backwards?
Oh,
It's just like
So,
lower,
the-
so it'll be lower.
okay.
Wait, the cannonball can go backwards?
No, it's so if the cannon is... Okay, that's... if
it's like it backfires out the back of the cannon.
Repeating cannon. Well, that one does
Here is
3d10
not
3
adding up.
times. That one's good.
Physics is weird in this world.
I wonder if we can
We're
just,
in the upside down.
like a musket, just load the cannon with silverware.
A blunderbuss?
Blunderbuss cannon.
I mean,
Great shot.
we can try at least one of the
Do you have the paper for the keel boat?
keelboat?
The peacekeeper?
Keelboat sounds so weak.
Please pass that down to me.
We should call it the kill boat.
Because that's the boat we're gonna get killed on.
Maybe you guys, with your drowning selves.
I can't drown.
Well, I'll be good.
You can't drown either?
I'll just get out of there. Drop the coin.
I
Goodbye,
can
boys.
infinitely cast walking underwater.
It's walking.
No, breathing.
Go. Say it.
You can breathe
Walking's
underwater
not
and then
gonna help
walk
you
on
breathe.
water.
Yeah, I can rocket myself to the surface.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
sit
high
in the
speed.
bottom of the ocean.
No, you're gonna get like an upward torpedo.
I'm gonna drown.
Rocketed
What
to
about
the
you guys? Anybody else?
I don't like
That's
that.
the plan. You go underneath the Taken Serpent, and then I cast water walking. Shoom, right up through the hull.
Shoot up through the hull. Hello.
Yeah.
The DT that's on there stands for damage threshold.
Actually, good idea. We should try that if
Oh.
it comes worst comes to worst.
Where?
It's up by the AC. And
Yeah, and I'll pop through with my sword and shield up, like, hello.
It's got a metal hole.
What is damage
It just
threshold?
dings.
So like when it has damage dealt to it, it won't take any from the max HP unless it's at least 10. So if you deal 9 damage, it doesn't hurt it.
So the hull would still take HP, but if it did, if it went over 10, it would do damage to.
If it's
the hit
not
points?
over that
So
number,
imagine
it takes 0 damage.
Right.
Okay,
So you have to, it has to do at least 10 damage to take away from the max hit points. Any sort of damage.
You keep saying max hit points. Do you mean max hit points of the whole?
The whole ship.
Yep.
The ship itself has hit points.
Probably 15.
That's what I'm saying. The because like the ship control and movement. If you attack a certain thing, does it still have to go over 10 points to do damage to that thing?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I was trying to figure out. Alright, we're gonna shoot a cannon at Moldrak.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the shore.
Okay, where are you putting the cannon when you shoot it?
On the ship.
Directed at him on the ship, honestly.
On the ship,
Honestly.
directed at him. Okay, who's shooting it?
I'm shooting it.
I'm standing by
Let's
Moldrak
go,
in case it hurts him.
Captain!
Oh, these are gonna be pretty hard to hit.
Don't away from the house.
Aim it directly at the house.
I walk 10 feet to the left.
Now
Let's
I'm
go!
aiming away from the house.
I'm standing
Alright.
on shore, just in case you get hurt. I'm the medic.
Skip's like, I'm ready for you. Takes his head off.
Just replaces my head with the cannonball.
It's the same.
Drop some googly
Eyes
eyes
open
on
up.
So you just roll a d20 and add your dex to hit.
D20?
I'd say
Glowing
that
eyes just appear
you're
on the
proficient. You and Azreal are the only two who are proficient with the cannons.
I am a cannon.
So go ahead and roll a d20
These cannons in the
and
skin.
That's
treat
what
it
we
like
can
a
do.
dex-based attack.
I'll
that
just
you're
lay
proficient
down
with.
on the side of the deck.
Just
so they
dex?
think I'm a
Dex
cannon.
and your proficiency.
Oh, okay. 15.
15.
So, oh, versus my AC? That doesn't hit.
All right, go ahead and roll a
Still gonna try and catch it though.
d6.
Me?
Would his AC just be 10 if he was just standing still?
No, it's still goes.
Yeah,
off
but
of
I'm
his
trying
armor.
to catch it.
1.
Sorry, 1. Oh, I think that actually just hits him. Let me see where my
Just hit you and drops.
Got him. Never missed before, so.
Didn't use enough gunpowder.
roll it. Where the fuck's my directional die at? I'm gonna say roll it like you're actually facing him now and treat it that way.
Hit your feet and fucking go flying back.
Here,
What am I doing?
just roll it.
Like as if you're facing me.
That's where you're shooting. Because I don't have the map set up.
Boom. Got him.
It's like directly on me, basically.
Boom. Got him.
Okay.
Pointing at him.
All right. So you're at least close enough to take the half damage from it. So go ahead and make a dex save.
I'm not gonna try to dodge.
No, you're just standing still. Okay.
I'm trying
Go
to
ahead
catch it.
and roll
I
3d10.
lost my
He's trying to
legs.
catch it, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to actively catch the
3d10
cannon.
or
3d10.
That's a d10?
I want
Start
to,
charging my hands.
Little
want
dice
to-
are hard to tell,
I
man.
want to assess how much damage this is gonna do.
Start charging my hands like defib pedals.
There's a
Good call. Good call. Clear.
Hit him with the revivify.
Yeah, right away. Right away. Up to 6 seconds. Hurry up.
So where are you on the ship, Ander? Like, if this is one of the cannons and it's shooting out, are you like at the edge? Like here?
Yeah.
Don't stand behind it.
No.
It's gonna plow you over.
He doesn't know.
What do you got?
24.
24 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 12. You go to reach out and like catch it, and it just
your arm
smacks
rips
your
off.
forearm, and you feel this like crack, and it hurts like so bad, and that's not even like a direct blow to your
I
chest.
walk over.
So you're just like grabbing your arm.
Is his arm broken?
His arm is not broken, but you can see that like right here is severely like swollen. And it almost looks like he's like doing this, and his arm is pulsing. The blood's kind of moving around too. It doesn't look comfortable.
Can you fix it?
that's a bad
We're
word.
going to have to amputate.
Did it hurt?
We're not amputating. Just snap it back into place.
Moldrak,
Perfectly fine.
Hey.
I healed
What's
with
up?
12.
did it hurt?
Fuck yeah.
Did you catch it?
No.
Yes.
No, I didn't catch it. I'm not gonna lie to
Behind
it.
you in
His
the
forearm
grass,
did. Oh.
Uh-huh.
there is
What was
it
it?
almost looks like
What
a
was it?
foxhole. Like something,
that?
like the cannon just buried
Zero?
itself into
Alright,
the
alright.
grass.
Did you
You don't
roll
know how about deep it
Tutor.
is, but it's there. He
It's a
heals you
9.
for 12 with his lay on hands.
Oh, okay. Well, it's
Still sore, but it's healed.
less throbbing. I'm gonna go try to get the
Andrew,
cannon.
make a
Let me
dex
know
save.
if it starts turning green.
Oh, I have to touch the
I
cannon.
walk
Is that
away.
something I have to worry about?
Yes.
Dex save?
Okay.
14. You light it, it kind of shoots, and the second it fires, the whole cannon flies back like this.
Oh, we have the brackets.
Who bought the bracket?
We made them.
Who bought the bracket?
We crafted brackets.
We don't buy
for the
shit,
cannons.
dog.
We did.
We
I
built
remember
We crafted
to
3.
stop this.
Do you have it in your paper?
They crafted 3 of them.
Who's got it? Somebody's got to show. You got it. I feel like I remember it, but
I'll show
feel
you
like-
in the VODs if you want.
yeah, I need to. I feel like somebody may have mentioned it, but I don't know if anybody actually.
I
Made them.
only made cannonballs, so
Okay, quick question. Could we make the brackets out of metal first off?
that's what we made
For
them
sure.
out of.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say there's no way we made it out of wood if that's what we're thinking. Because
No.
let's not use wood.
I feel like the brackets were mentioned, but I don't know if anybody actually made them.
I definitely feel like we made them.
I
Right.
don't have them written
There was
down.
definitely enough time. I'd say that you guys made them. So you
I'm gonna
can
find
have
it in
them.
the VODs. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure we made them.
I feel like you might have to. I definitely remember them being mentioned. I just don't 100% remember you making them.
Okay.
But you can have the brackets for it. The cannon doesn't move, but you watch it like fucking like jump almost off the bracket.
And it broke the bracket.
There's
the first
a,
shot.
There's a lot,
Breaks the
a
deck.
lot of force behind it when it shoots. You need a hefty amount of gunpowder too, you'd imagine. You probably
7
used like he probably came back, made a little bit, headed to the side. I'd say if you already spent the gold to buy it, you take the time. You'll have enough gunpowder to shoot 16.
I'm gonna try and find the one that's dug into the ground.
Yeah, you can find it. You just have to fucking rummage your way through the dirt. You just move your hands around and move the earth around
I'm
it.
gonna use my my spell metal detector.
I make it look like I'm using a shovel, and the dirt just like lifts.
Yeah, I gotcha. But you find the cannonball along with this big hole that's now in the ground.
Just smooth it
We
out.
made a little workshop on the boat, right?
So that we can make. the same
Yeah,
things,
it's below deck.
I think we had it installed. Or we just made like a table that we had as like.
I think it's just a workbench that's in there.
We keep making. Can we keep making? We also have a alchemy thing on the bottom going on.
No,
I
I
don't
remember the
think
workbench.
No, I'm just kidding.
There's also a temple in the bow of the boat.
The only temple you need is in you.
We
The
also
cannon
built
works.
body armor
Cannon
for the ship.
hurts. You have 16 cannonballs. He's gonna have to, over the journey of you at sea, make the gunpowder for it. You had enough to shoot off 4 at the time, now 3. But when he's finished with the gunpowder and everything, you'll have enough.
Wait,
to
you said we have
shoot.
enough to shoot 3 more off right now?
No.
We need to save it.
That's time.
Fire!
Pew pew pew.
He shoots the repeating one right at the house.
Takes out
We're
my
not shooting the
little
repeating
gremlin.
cannon at the house.
Yeah, you hear.
All the homunculi start running out of the hole.
So she had to keep. Look what we made.
They would escape. Teach them how to build. Put them up on the walls.
Bro, we launched the homunculi out of the cannons with little tiny daggers.
They do have don't they have assassin? We seen an assassin homunculi,
I
right?
didn't see an assassin among them.
No, they had little
Fighter
ones.
ones.
I tried to say that so seriously, so maybe you would go, yeah, there were
yeah,
assassin
yeah, they were.
homunculi.
They definitely were.
We got ship homunculi to load the cannons and move stuff around on the ship.
They would
Are there-
just jump in the water.
There's crewmate homunculi, right?
We have to do that.
All of our invisible homunculi are named.
None of the our crew
We can probably
proficient
teach
in
them.
cannons. you
Teach
know?
them how to do them.
I think only me and him can use them.
Well,
Or proficient.
could
like,
we
proficient.
could we just teach them how to load them so that we can fire them?
I think it's gonna take like 6 of them to carry one cannonball.
What? No,
They're
we're talking
full
about our crew
cannonballs,
members. We're talking about our crew
Oh,
members,
sorry,
not the
man.
homunculi.
All of
You
them
don't know
have
how much they can carry.
Not the homunculi. We're talking about the crewmate
Oh.
members.
They're pretty jacked.
Our crew members are huge.
They're
Fucking
jacked.
lion. Yeah. We just have the what's his name? The
Zolog?
Solog. Yeah,
Zolog?
he just has the repeating cannon on his shoulder.
Zolog?
Solog.
Solog.
But Solog is the lion. Ajasa is like the main face to the crew, the Black Panther individual. Then there's Yiko, who is the...
That's a new guy to me.
He's been here though.
Yiko is like a Bengal tiger individual. And then Treatla is the female Bengali individual.
Why do they always forget about you, man?
So the plan now is to go to Southbrook, petition the Navy, come back and leave, and head to the island.
Yes.
Hey, how long is it? How long we figure
We
take the
cannot stay
Navy
in
to get
Southbrook
to
longer than a week.
where we put the thing?
We can just go and leave. Give them.
How long
so
do we
they have a
figure it would take
continent.
the Navy to get to that place?
Probably 5 months.
The original and the copy.
Oh,
So we shouldn't go there yet. Should we go?
Send a pigeon.
Maybe we shouldn't go to
To
South.
what?
We should probably find the island and then
Why?
go to Southbrook. Cause
We have a
The-
map pointing to where it's at, though.
is it where the island is?
Yeah. It's got the.
Or was that
nightshades
where
and
they
all.
were gonna go?
We have a location that we know somebody's gonna be at.
But
I'm just saying, we
You
checked
know
out.
that by the time the Navy got there, they
That
would have been gone
everything
from
would be
where
gone.
they're meeting to.
So if it was the meeting place, it would be useless
Correct.
to tell them. But if it's the island, it'd be mighty success.
Yes.
Much success.
But the blotch is along the trade route, kind of like marking it like be.
Very nice.
We cannot get directly back to the boat, though, if we leave it.
True.
This is true.
So we have to do that before.
Yes.
I feel like we should know where the island is before we leave.
Then we have to do it alone. We can't go and petition anyone if we go to the island
But
first.
we're gonna tell them, they're gonna ask us, well, where's the
Yeah.
island, where are we going?
Well,
We're
we
saying,
have.
well, it's in this general area, but they're not gonna wanna send their whole fleet out.
We don't need a whole fleet. We need
Just
few
a task
warships.
We don't know how many there are.
Some warships.
4 galleons.
We also
This is
have
what we need. I have spoken.
2. You have the original map that you gave me, and we have
That's
that
what I'm
copy.
saying. We can
Wait,
tell
we
them.
just
do it.
give them
It's,
one of
did
those.
something say that the island was in the Clemson?
The only
We just
there's a
know
mention of
it exists.
I think we
So
also-
it could
But
just
you
not
don't-
even
you
be
don't-
here.
yeah, you don't have an exact location of it. You just know that it's somewhere in the Klempt Sea.
Oh, it is in the Clemson.
Yeah. The thing that you got is a map that has trade routes on it, and there seems to be some sort of blotch along the trade route signifying a good spot to possibly ambush it.
This is on the same trade route as the gold thing.
Correct.
So it's most likely where they're gonna do that.
Correct.
But
If we are thinking about going to Southbrook, the quick way, if we're in Arcanoria, it might be worth stopping and seeing if we can find. They probably have old maps that have been wiped or before that wouldn't.
They might even know where it's at.
Connor always trying to look at the
Lead
library.
I don't remember. I don't believe so.
Knowledge is power.
It's true. That's a good idea.
Either way, I think we should go to Southbrook and let them know.
We have time. We have at least a week before we have to actually.
Like I said, we have 50 days until that leaves Port Cristo, and then what was that, like 4-month journey between there and Southbrook,
Yeah,
give or
it's
take?
about 4 or 5. Yeah.
So then, anywhere from probably a month into that journey to 3 months in is an area in which that island could be, and that's a lot of area.
Yeah.
But it'll give us a lot of time to look.
So in reality, 2 months until we have to be there exactly.
Yeah.
But the sooner we
can
get
there
this,
in a month.
Yeah.
yes.
At least roughly to the area. So we wanna
What
go down.
what is our what are we gonna try and tell Southbrook?
We may have
Everything.
everything we know.
Well, the
We-
Southbrook
There's
Navy-
no
either-
point. There's no point in hiding it.
We either
I mean,
know
that's what I'm saying, but like
we either know their gold shipment is going to be stolen, or that we know where the
And it's
Nightshade
lots
Island is.
of gold. Unprocessed.
Either way, it's in their best interest to help.
And they owe us a favor.
That is what
where's
I'm
the
counting on.
where's the gold shipment coming from? Like
It's coming
starting-
from Port Crista.
We hijacked the shipment.
So
Why?
like, no.
No,
Responsible
I'm saying
for the gold. Obviously.
No,
we talked
no.
about this. We get the gold and then we fuck off with the
We-
Taken Serpent.
the shipment has nothing to do with the Taken Serpent, correct?
Yes, it does.
Well, is
And
it part of their fleet?
They're taking the ship that goes and sells goods or picks up
You
goods.
here with us?
Goes.
Barely. Fall asleep.
They're going to take the gold shipment from there to Port Christia, and they're going to make a stop on the way, which I'm guessing is either the Nightshade Island or they're going to be ambushed. And the ship is intended to go to Southbrook, though.
There is one more variable.
Yeah.
It's possible that this Gladstone man told them who was there looking for their information,
Okay.
and they might have just.
It could be temporal.
I didn't give them the keepers though. The name of the keepers are in there. It's my name and Sin in there.
Okay.
It's possible they might adjust course or
We have time. We can
Well, if they know that
try to adjust for that.
you're after Sandon, they may
I don't think they would
think it's him.
Maybe.
I feel more or less that they'll just laugh it off and say that's not going to happen.
Or
They
they
don't-
know
they don't
that
know.
he's a part of the keepers and they'll be afraid. But
Him?
I highly doubt it. Him.
They don't know he wasn't there.
No. I'm saying if someone's looking for Sandon,
Sure.
which he was,
But Sandon is also like sort of a renowned tinkerer.
I've also met Stephen. And, well, I don't know if any of the Taken Serpent would remember me.
They could just want him for their own technological gain or personal gain or whatever.
Just throwing it out there. Just
That's
Be ready
important.
for-
Important to know.
It might.
Because they could just change. There is a possibility they change the plans completely, like he's saying.
I mean,
Probably
we have
a
to
lot.
at least
So.
try
Yeah,
them.
no, for sure.
Okay, so Southbrook first.
This,
Arcanoria.
cause this guy's definitely like a little bitch for lack of a better word. So you threaten him and he tosses you everything you need to know. So he probably spilled the beans.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, we got to do this. So
Taking
I'm ready.
all of the papers.
take them all. Do we want to make copies of them? We probably can do that on the way. Let me write those down.
All the papers were just trade routes and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right, Billy?
Yeah, and then there were some that had like
Get into the pirate business.
Just in
proof
case.
of like smuggling
That's
operations
lucrative.
and stuff.
Big cash. We'll be like the peepers or something. Nobody will know. There's no way they link us back.
the peepers,
Peepers?
the thievers.
Nice.
Can always hook back up.
You can run it out of the keep. I think these are just refugees.
Oh man, I feel bad for our crew. They're all ready to go.
Okay, we steal everything and then we save everyone.
Like,
It's
probably gotta
genius.
figure out a way to like store our cannons. And just letting them sit out, especially if they're fired.
You can put them under deck and carry them up.
Yeah. That'd probably be the best idea.
Oh yeah, we probably shouldn't just be riding around with cannons.
Well, that, but if they're iron, they'll rust
Yeah.
easy.
I didn't think about that either.
I
So
don't think there's an
If we at least get them like under the deck or under some sort of covering, they'll be
Okay.
okay.
Could use like coverings too. Like
Can we bring the cannons below the deck? Like, are they small enough
Portals?
to
Yeah.
fit through? Okay.
The problem is
Our ship's not
keel
big
boat
enough for that.
barely comes above the water.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's like that.
It's our ship is kind of like low end big ship.
Yeah.
Not
We paid like,
high end medium ship is
You
what I'm
bought it.
going.
You bought it off a drunk guy. On a
we
bar.
bought it on the cheap, guys. We couldn't afford a
No,
giant
literally,
gallon.
no.
Literally.
We
bought it
gave
off
him
a
a
drunk-
couple
It was
gems and
literally a
he
drunk
gave
guy.
it to us.
Yeah.
He's like, here's a handful of gems. Give us that ship.
He's like, you got it,
He's
bud.
like, shit. Easy.
It's like a Craigslist meeting.
I don't know.
So what you guys doing?
We're gonna put. Are we putting the cannons under now? Probably should.
Yes.
If we're gonna put the cannons under.
Do we all want to go to Southbrook?
Anybody got anything they gotta do if they don't go to Southbrook? Ooh, with the money.
Yeah, well,
We have
that's
to pay
I
for
mean,
everything.
we have like about 4,600 gold.
Yeah. I mean, like, if not everybody has to go, but if you want to go, we can go.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Either way.
I feel like I kind of have to go.
Yeah.
You might want to go.
I probably have to go, don't I?
You might want to go.
I have all this stuff.
Do you want to go?
Okay, we
You
can
wanna
all
go?
go. Maybe.
Have you been to Southbrook before?
I've been there, yeah, but
Okay.
they obviously probably don't know me as well.
That's fair. Should we go now? Evening. We sleep it and go in the morning.
Wait, what time is it?
Probably in the morning, because then we'd have to find some sort of refuge.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just more money.
I mean, we could probably just stay at the palace.
Yeah.
We can just sleep
We
here.
do have a firehouse though that we barely ever sleep at.
Alright, well, everybody rest. We're waking up early. Waking up early.
I'm up first every time, every day. Probably not, but
You
I'd like to
not.
think so. Every time.
I usually am awake first.
You don't go to sleep. You don't count.
That's a fair fact.
Going to bed. We're going to Arcanoria in the morning.
All right. You all find rest. At this point, the day before wasn't like too taxing to the point where you have to sleep a long time. You're able to rest up and get a little bit of energy to you.
We're not paying for them.
What's that?
That's why we have Rex and Harris here, because we're not paying for them.
For sure. We'll be back.
Fuck no.
Unless they're like, hop on the galley and we'll go right now.
So when you leave, when you're in Arcanoria,
Yep. We're also stopping in Arcanoria.
okay, so the place you get brought back to,
Yep. Is it a new place?
well, when you go to, no, I'm saying like,
Wait, where does Arcanoria bring us back to when we go?
when you go to
when
Southbrook,
come back.
you come to the same
Lyceum.
well, it depends on where you go to. So like, look, there's
That's what I'm trying to
several
figure.
portals in the kind of like marble gateway that have like different locations. So the Lyceum is pretty much the only one on Ophelia that you can get to.
How long does it take us?
Correct.
Oh, we didn't think. How long does it take us to get from the Lyceum to our manor?
That was like a week and a half.
Yeah, by horseback it's like a week and a half. Or
We don't have horses.
just travel, whatever you'd like to call
I
it.
do.
If one of us has a horse, it doesn't mean we all have a horse.
Well,
We
get a
do
fucking
all
horse.
have a horse. One horse.
Just because one of us has a horse doesn't mean we have 7 horses
Well,
for
you
the
better
rest
fucking
of us.
saddle up and share.
Yeah, about a week and a half.
That's just with normal travel? Or
Yes.
by horse?
Normal travel.
What if we have a
Reality,
horse?
my
About a week.
We have
Or a
one.
dragon.
fine beast, or
What about a dragon?
We don't have a
Beast?
dragon.
3 or 4 days.
we do have it.
We're not bringing the dragon with us, boys.
Oh, that's right.
We're just
Yeah,
no.
they-
We're taking.
Actually, Nurse, Nurse,
We're taking
Rex,
Wraith.
you stay here, we're taking Wraith.
Oh no.
I don't even think Wraith works without Naris.
He's a living thing. Like,
He like
No.
gets out of her vicinity.
Shuts off.
Nurse, it's actually just a robot this whole time. Nurse is actually the best engineer out of all of us.
It's a Warforged dragon.
That would be cool.
Finish my glass of whiskey and head upstairs.
Sounds terrifying, if you ask me.
Now that just gave me some ideas.
Right.
Some stuff down in my head.
Fucking huge metal dragon.
Alright, so you all find rest. As I said, you are well rested at this point, as the day before wasn't like too taxing. You were lifting and preparing things, but it was mainly Moldrak, but it's something that he's used to for the most part. So you now awaken. The homunculi haven't actually like made food yet because you guys wake up earlier than usual.
That's fine.
But at your request, they can make food or do whatever you'd like. But
Wait, we can talk to them?
you can like request stuff. They don't like reply and comment, but they understand it.
Make us food, please.
Like quick stuff, like bacon.
I think it said yes.
Turns around and they start like cooking.
Fast food.
Yeah,
That's
you
bacon,
watch
egg, and
as you said bacon. the one walks over, gets like what looks like the back like almost ass end of a pig and starts like one of them kind of carving away at it. One of them's grabbing like eggs and cracking them all over the place. They're just initially making the bacon, and then you say eggs, and they just instantly start like going to make eggs and grab it and start whipping it up. A little B&E for you in the morning, and you guys can eat it. It's good. It's not like super seasoned,
sack.
but it's good.
Sack of bacon.
All right, so who is going?
Everybody.
But
5 of you?
yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before everyone would have woke up, I would have read my book and I would have prayed.
Okay.
Quick.
someone's reading, but he never builds a cannon. Weird.
Interesting.
Just strange.
Strange how to build a cannon.
It's strange, man.
Better to just build it.
You know what? You don't get your present now. Fuck you.
He already got his present.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
you
you,
did. You
he
put it
was
on
the
Sean's
first one
table.
you gave it to.
Put it on his end table.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm fucking kicking Andrew's door and taking my thing back.
Because I said something in here.
At 3 in the morning, I fucking kick his door in.
Unlucky for
He's
you, I sleep with it. It's a very cute sight, actually.
Skip's been fuming for like 6 hours, just kicks in your door at 3 a.m.
2 skill points
Okay.
towards your knowledge of that. All right.
Knowledge.
So, the 5 of you all jump up. Jesus. I got so many papers back here.
You really need to talk to Arcanoria about being able to teleport directly to our house.
Yeah, what is this shit, man?
I don't think we have a place of power here.
We do now.
You're probably right about that.
We need to take out the head person.
We're slowly becoming evil, I think.
We need to kill
We're
him.
gonna steal all the gold,
Take
kill the
Arcanoria.
Why are Skip's eyes glowing red?
All right.
Destroy.
Should probably get some different music.
Kill.
Whoa, you better
Death to them.
watch the music you put on, dude.
To the window.
TMC.
Yeah, we're about to
to
get
the wall.
taken down.
While we're live.
Yeah. And there it goes. Thanks,
Oh,
bud.
we're offline.
You take the coin and flip it into the water,
Right into the pond.
right into your pond in the small sanctuary to Malar. You watch the water kind of ripple before it forms some sort of clear shimmer of energy before you, and you walk into it. It's very strange doing it, but you feel your foot pass through the other side to like absolutely no breeze or anything. You step in to reveal the extremely large enclosed entryway to the city of Arcanoria. White marble surrounds you. It's kind of bright. There's a kind of unnatural arcane light in here, almost like a... I'll get it actually for you. But you see at the far side of this room, sitting there, glasses at the tip of his nose, the gatekeeper, Wendell. His hair is a little wispy,
Fucking Wendell, dude.
but the city is before you.
I need to ask him if the payment only counts for people that are breathing, alive.
I don't think so.
You had to pay it the last time you came through.
Had to pay every time we
Yep.
came here. They didn't just change the rules now that they knew that you weren't breathing.
50 gold.
I'll walk back through.
Oh, we're setting the mood.
We're back.
The light is this kind of unnatural white color when you
Just
walk in.
crinkle it as much as you want.
I'm trying to get open.
You guys approaching Wendell?
Yeah, I walk up to the desk. Hello, Wendell. And I put the gold sack on the counter.
He pushes up his glasses.
Got it.
Welcome back. It's the 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yes?
Yes.
Coming through? Alright, very well. Looks into it.
1, 2.
Oh man.
Well,
Okay, you
taxes have changed since you were here last. It's 30 gold pieces per person. It's actually less than it was.
Okay.
So here's your.
I was about to get
gold back.
pissed. I was ready to get angry.
Taxes got raised.
What's with the sudden change?
Less business, if you would. Magic is kind of fading in some places, I guess, or the use and want of it. So it's harder for people to
Flames.
come here, and some people just want to run their normal lives outside of all of this. And,
I guess that was a one-time thing for me.
yes, sorry.
That's okay. I included payment for you as well.
Especially with times the way they are, it's
You figure it would have raised prices, though.
yeah, it's.
Around the place when it's just on the ground.
We're trying to make people want to come more.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Did you guys?
We tend to avoid coming to this place sometimes because it's so expensive.
Yeah. Did you guys think of this? Did you guys think of getting rid of the price completely,
You should really consider like a membership system, Wendell.
or a membership system?
Like a yearly pass, or
You'd have to take that up with the magisterium. I'm not in charge of that.
Like a founder's bundle. Or
yeah.
Next time I talk to that guy, he's gonna want me to go.
Or like a
Oh.
keeper's discount?
Yeah,
That one might only work for like us, but
yeah, that's
It's a
probably
good
not
idea.
not as
I'm
good.
okay with that one.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Welcome to Arcanoria.
Thank you.
He does a quick arcane flip of his hand before the white marble gate that's
Arcane
there
flip of his hand.
falls down.
It's only gonna be 300 gold for a trip.
Enjoy your visit.
Thank
You
you.
walk through to reveal the beautiful sky that is before you. It's nice and clear. There's a bit of a crisp breeze up here. The wind, you've
There's a flying
noticed.
city in the Vikings camp.
You have noticed that the wind up here
We
is
only
not
play for
nearly as
flying
intense
cities,
as you'd
honestly.
imagine it would be. You can see flying kind of outside of the city, birds just kind of gliding up here. But it seems that there's a little bit of protection, nothing like too crazy, where you can still kind of feel the wind, but not nearly as intense as it would be otherwise. You can see straight before you the Hall of Gillian, these kind of pylons that are circling and floating around it. You see that there is, the path to the left and the right. It just kind of depends on what you guys are here for to do.
Well, I know you wanted to go to the library to see if they had maps.
I think bringing either you or Andrew there with me might help out. Cause probably Andrew, because he has more of an idea. It's kind of like what you think is what you can see, and he knows a lot more about the Taken Serpent and
That's fine. We
stuff
can just
than
go
me.
wander while you guys do this.
can you not bring us both?
Hmm?
Or is that too much to ask? Like bringing both of us?
Maybe.
I really want to pitch this membership idea to the minister.
Well, that's on you. You might want to talk to one of the other people on the council though.
The sect.
Before you talk
Pitch
to
it
the
to him?
Majesty. Yeah.
Uh,
You know, lobby.
Maybe I could write
You
a
want to
letter.
lobby and get them on your side. maybe toss them
I
a
feel
little
like-
bit of gold.
I feel like this idea entitles
You
me
need
to a
to- you
cut
need
to
to
the
network.
Arcanoria
It did
profits.
not work.
Or maybe if I don't know
I'm
if
gonna
you guys want to follow us or what, but possibly talking to those people with the flying ships over there. They might have seen a island in the middle.
Oh. Yeah, we can try to talk to them.
I don't
Also,
even know where
They
we
kind
are.
of leave every time we get close, though.
Also, yeah, if you get to talk to him, ask him how much one of those is.
I will. Probably very expensive. We'll go over there and find out. We can haggle with them.
You guys 4,600 gold though.
We only get like a flying canoe. though.
I'd take a flying canoe,
Flying
honestly.
dinghy. It's just like floating next to our ship. We just have it tied down with a rope.
You'll never catch me.
He's rowing away
It just slowly goes.
in the air.
Oh boy.
We strap a cannon to it.
Alright, so who's doing what?
We're gonna go over to the sky docks, and I think they're gonna go into the library.
Alrighty. Who's going to the sky dock?
At least me and him. I don't know what Azrael's doing.
Whatever you want to do.
What do you want to do? Make your choice.
If you, is that library all knowing? If you can, try to see if there's any more forged on the plane instead of Eandros. If you can.
Isn't like I don't think it's like a tracker beacon.
I think it
Well, I'm saying if there's any records of them on Ophelia or anything like that.
isn't it just like a library with like
you look
every record or
into
something
the,
like that? That's what's supposed to be.
The
Yeah, if there's any
individual
records of them on
that was
Ophelia
on there?
or any other continent beside
I remember you researching
Andros.
your.
You might not even be in the record book.
probably not.
Your
Then
Actually,
you
I
should,
would-
You should
I don't
come
wanna
with
give
us.
away anything, But
Yeah.
You can
And
go.
look yourself.
Go with.
remember
I'll just go by myself.
Okay.
I don't know if they'll let you into the
there was one other
Good
thing.
book.
I am pure
I'm gonna
magic.
have to look back on
They
the
should
pod,
let
'cause it
me.
wasn't from the last.
That might
issue,
make
it
it
was
less
actually
likely that they
before
like.
I am magic and metal.
That's true.
I think because I looked at the I watched the whole one from before and there wasn't you weren't here last time. You were just kind of in Port Valatel talking to that guy, and then got the stuff and made
That
your
was the
back
one
here.
before that one. Thought they were flipped.
I might have to look at it.
Oh, what's up?
The last one that I looked at, that was what it was. I might have clicked the wrong one.
For what?
Yeah,
What's up?
nothing.
What are you guys talking about?
Don't worry about it.
None of your business.
Guys watch the
so
VOD?
Skip's actually
Super secret.
Skip's actually gonna go to the library too.
Okay, so Ander,
I'm just-
Skip, and Connor are going to the library?
I'm just, I guess, going to the skydocks by myself unless Azrael's coming.
I was here a couple weeks ago, so.
Alright.
Plus, Skip's never been in the library. Kind of wants to.
You ever been in a library?
Any at all, never.
No, we you know we went to the biggest library in like the world,
I don't
right?
know what you're talking about.
This one.
That's a
I guess
library.
this is bigger, but
Let's see more like a bookstore.
Compared
it
to
was
this.
literally the farthest from a bookstore possible. You can't even take the
Oh,
books.
Is this a Barnes and Noble?
Yeah.
How
A
come
Hallmark.
this
It's probably
Alright.
actually good that you're coming, because if it's a fucking Connor Ander adventure, we're fucking something up, or I am. Then
Yeah, here? No.
He's like, do not do
You got a
that.
reputation.
What's this do?
Slowly start.
The city's
Just
Not
screaming
again!
for fucking 8 years as a full.
Flying magic supply.
Please don't press button. Press this button.
Alright, so Ander and Connor make their way into the Hall of Gillian along with Skip. Skip probably walks like halfway towards the skydock and then turns back around and walks behind you guys to enter. Making your way into the Hall of Gillian. It is always really cool, like just walking in here, the way, like the entire feel of the room itself. The pylon that sits in the middle there, with the smaller ones kind of orbiting around it. They're these almost clear, translucent, almost yellow, whitish colored pylons that give off, you can just kind of feel the power and the energy standing in the room. You can see standing to the kind of far side, this very, very kind of tall, soft features. She has very pointy elf ears with piercings in them. She wears this kind of vibrant teal, blue, and green robe. You remember her to be Finervia,
Oh yeah, that's
This
right.
is,
I got
a
her
member
name
of the
down
Arcane
here
Sect.
somewhere.
Greetings. Can I help you?
Trying to find these really quick.
Yeah, we're here for the library.
No, Ander, just stop.
Oh, you weren't talking to her. I thought you wanted me
Sorry,
to.
I was thinking. Looking through my notes. Yeah, so we came here to look through the library and hopefully find some things on islands within the Clemcy.
Islands that don't exist for other people.
They exist. Just might not be charted.
That didn't make sense.
It just confused me.
You ever say something then go, wait, that didn't make any sense at all? Yeah, that was one of those moments.
That made my head hurt, and I don't even have a brain.
Like a hidden island. That better?
It's not hidden.
So if
It's
you're
there in the middle of the sea.
It's just not on the map.
Bless you.
It's gonna be so hard to
We're
pull them
looking,
out.
Right behind
we're
you.
looking for remnants of an island. What is the name
It's
of
not
the island?
remnants.
It's
Why
it's
does
an
everyone
island.
think this thing's
Listen.
like...
Okay, we are looking for the position of an island.
There you go.
Better? Okay. Is it called Nightshade Island?
Yes.
No, Nightshade Island. Requesting to look through. Connor, I am not great at
Then why are you
speaking.
talking?
I don't know.
You're kind of weird, Skip. I'll be honest with you.
Well, there are not a lot of people like me.
So if you are Ander, you are Skip, and you are Connor, you must be keepers of Zaxria, yes?
Yes,
You got
Yes,
it.
we are.
maybe. Yeah.
You are?
Finervia,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you as well. She doesn't
just-
put her head
I
down.
lean down and is that important?
I don't know.
I'm one of the Arcane Sect.
Connor's just like over off to the side, like, oh no, here we go.
Pardon.
I'm not sure what it is. you
Wait, so you're like a really powerful wizard thing? Or
Sorceress.
Sorceress. Okay. Just making sure.
Can you just...
No worries. I'll let you up to look. Take your time. She moves her finger around in front of her. You can see this like bluish green energy swirling around. It goes behind her. She's kind of looking out towards the three of you as she does it. It goes over to the doorway and creates a handle that turns and opens up. Best hurry before the door closes on you. And she walks past you
Thank you.
to leave.
Wait, she just leaves?
Yes.
If she would
I
have
run
disappeared,
in.
it'd have been cooler.
She said to fucking... She had to get in there. I run in.
Okay.
Now, do you guys know how this works?
No idea.
No. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. Well,
Do we just like say something and then
You
it
don't
brings
say-
a book
you,
to me?
You don't know.
Tell
So you
him.
go to the area. So they're all very, that's how I say, very broad subjects. So like, there might be one on sea, or islands, or magic, or different things like that. You take the book out, and you think about what you want to read, and then you open it and it's there. If it's there. If it's ever been written down, that's how it is.
right. So it's just grab a book off the shelf, think of what is there, and it is there.
The
Well,
book reads
if
my
the
mind.
book is like part of that broad subject.
Books read minds.
Huh?
The books read minds.
That's a very
More
good
or
question.
less.
That's scary.
Well,
What if
don't
they're
think
downloading our
of don't
thoughts?
think of nasty things, Skit.
What nasty things do you accuse me of thinking of?
Open a book and you'll see.
It's not just like me seeing
open
what I
a
want to
book.
see, right? It's actually like telling me information.
I think of nothing on a daily basis.
That's sad.
That's not living a full life.
I go. Is there a section for artifacts?
Mhm.
Go toward it.
Okay.
I think of Ramiel.
Where is my notes?
Start flipping through.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Does my fucking head explode if I roll a 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Book.
Be
An
unfortunate.
island book.
Land,
it?
land masses.
Land
You said, wait,
masses?
Intelligence.
You want Andrew to think of land masses and to go. Is there like big signs or something?
It's all alphabetical, A through Z.
I'm gonna check
The
I
more-
first.
Ander, the
No
more
luck
you
at
can
I.
think about what it is, probably the better results you'll get.
Okay.
No such luck with I.
I'm gonna go with N.
N? Well, you find Nightshade if you're looking for it.
The plant.
You just have to think of what you're trying to do.
You don't think it's specifically to him. It's just the probably plant random information on Nightshade.
Don, I don't know how am I supposed to find island? Island doesn't pop up.
What'd you grab?
Nightshade Island doesn't pop up.
What did you grab?
Oh, I just grabbed Nightshade, but I'm putting it back. I did sign a help.
You grabbed a book called Nightshade.
It was just in the list of the ends that I seen, so I just grabbed it and was like,
Why don't
oh,
you
never
grab
mind.
a book of like islands?
I looked through the eyes.
sea or land
I'm gonna go for
masses
sea.
or
The letter
The
S
letter
though.
C
The
or
letter
S.
though.
Or C.
Maybe continents.
You watch Anderson
Pirates
walking
true
down the
love
left
be the
side,
sea.
down the left side of the bookcase where the C's are, and then he turns back around and goes the other direction.
Or
What's
Looking
down
at C,
there?
C,
you find C, S-E-A.
not S-E-E. Okay, good. We're
that's what
we're
he was
good.
looking for.
But it's C's, not C. It's like
I'm gonna
plural.
think of islands.
Okay. Make an intelligence check.
Thinking of eyelids.
Actually, I'm gonna think of Nightshade Island or Nightshade's Island
Okay.
in the Clem Sea.
Okay.
Near it.
Keep going.
Intelligence?
Yep.
I'm so fucking smart, dude. That's a 17.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Connor, are you looking for anything?
Cool, man.
No, I brought them here because they're more of like their subjects.
You're supervising.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Here you go. Here's a bag of Skittles for your 20.
Sweet, dude.
Don't open them though, because it's really loud.
Just look at him. All right. So, Skip.
Skip.
As you begin to read the book about artifacts,
Baby
and you
Skittle.
think of Ramiel, the book itself, you're like holding it, and you're like just opening it right away, and like you're like Ramiel, nothing's happening. Connor kind of directs you that you have to just hold the book, think of it, and then the book itself kind of moves. It goes from about this big to like that. When you're holding it, you feel it like push itself up. You open the book, and it's not like the book. So the book itself, when you open it, it just has like artifacts, appendix, and there's just like a bunch of like writing and stuff in it. But when you're holding it and you open it and you're thinking of just Ramiel, the book specifically creates just content for Ramiel. It doesn't like, you can't like flip back and find something else in there maybe. But everything you read on Ramiel that is new information to you, you already read that Ramiel is a celestial conqueror for FEL, and at some point had died and lost his life in some sort of a battle.
Please tell me it's a talking shield.
The battle ended up resulting in Ramiel's demise. He went to Elysium, where Afiel is, and she gave him, for his service and things that he did, the option to either live out his days there or continue to serve her elsewhere on the material plane, to do her will and good and protect there in some form of a way. And he chose to continue to protect people. In that, clerics, priests, and many other people, including Afiel herself, in kind of the beginning of time.
Start chucking Skittles at your dome.
This would kind of be after the Dark War, which would be like pushing a little bit after the Arcane Epoch too. So this is hundreds of years ago. You eventually come across a passage that you're kind of more focused on when or how you'll be worthy of using it. Somewhere along the lines of when the time is right and Ramiel is called to action to protect is when he will be like, pretty much active, if you would.
Close the book.
Yeah.
Put it back. And go over to W's to think about Warforged.
Okay.
It's crazy that Billy's been teasing you with his shield since the beginning of the campaign.
It's fantastic.
Trust me, man, when you get it,
you
though.
almost had it. Quicker than that.
It's kind of like a shield.
You don't find Warforged like on the W part.
I go look for constructs.
Okay, you find that.
I look for Warforged in the constructs.
All right, make another intelligence check.
A for
For you, my friend.
His paper's like.
Pretty good.
17.
Looking into this seas book, you don't really have luck finding an island in a book related to seas. You find information on the Klempt Sea because you were thinking of it. The Klempt Sea, named after the last name of the first individual to ever sail the sea, Jonathan Klempt.
Jonathan.
Yeah. You find that the sea itself is the largest sea in all of Zaxria. Nobody really knows what borders the south side of it or what is to the south of it. It's primarily traveled from Southbrook, eastward towards Azash, and it doesn't really go much further than that. People have traveled further south on it. Some people claim to have just come upon, the kingdom of Ezeron, or the northern side of Ophelia, or Tundra. Some people claim finding just beautiful, magnificent lands beyond that. Nothing really, though, on islands, specifically.
I'm going to go to land masses.
All
That
right.
was the second one he said.
What are you thinking when you grab it?
Islands. Nightshade's island.
Okay. The book goes from about this
In the
big
Klempt Sea.
to about that big.
Back down to
Make another intelligence check for me.
I'm going to use luck. Actually, 2 3s.
He used the wrong kind of luck.
4. You can't really find anything on the island, and you remember there being a different name for it than Nightshade's Island.
Yep, nope, can't figure it out.
I was in the Sea of Souls.
I'm going to go back to Connor. I went over there, thought of islands. Oh, Nightshade's island in the Klempt Sea. Couldn't find anything. I think the island had a different name before,
That would make sense.
so I don't know.
Because I'm guessing Nightshade isn't very old, is he?
No.
He hasn't been around very long.
Mm-mm.
Not much has been written down about him having this island.
That's a good point.
So if they knew what it was called before,
Should I
probably
just
know.
go look for just islands? Oh my.
Do you know how many islands there are in the Klempt Sea? Because I don't. I'm guessing there's
Me
more than
neither.
one.
Probably.
Southbrook is a bunch of islands.
They have maps in here?
It would be part of the book.
So it'd be like if I went into a sea, or if I went to sea, I went to map of Klempt Sea.
Can't say I've looked for maps.
Klempt Sea starts with a K.
Probably.
What did I
You don't
say?
have to just grab
Oh, I
C.
said
You're
sea,
probably
like sea. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Is there just maps in here though?
probably. There's probably a book on maps.
Oh, I could go to maps.
I'll be back. I'm going to look at M for maps.
You're like 5 feet.
Yeah, he walks like 20 feet. What are you thinking of?
Maps? We found that book, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Clemp C map.
Okay.
To the Seeger Cave, though.
You grab the map to the Clemp C. Make a intelligence check for me.
Don't worry, I'm really good at these. Oh shit, 17.
All right. Looking at a map of the Clemp C.
I only get one.
It looks the same. There's really nothing on it.
The like islands of Clemp C is what I'm gonna think now.
Okay. With that still intelligence check, the islands for Southbrook are there. Azash is there. These two little ones that are mapped beneath the Nasayun Desert are there. But nothing.
South part of the Clemp C map.
Okay. There's nothing. It's just water. You guys got told what the island's name was.
Did we? Did you tell us?
Yeah, I told you. I told you.
Did you tell me?
Yeah. You thought I said it was Nightshade Island, but I said it was Nightshade's Island. It's actually called...
Way back. Somebody clip it.
You don't have to. I said it.
Yeah,
I know I said
I don't remember what you said.
Island of Snakes.
Oh,
Island of Snakes.
I literally almost said Serpent's Island.
Island of Snakes.
I.
The Taken
Boom, it
Serpent.
hit me back, and I'm running over to I'm running over to the islands books.
There is no Islands book.
I'm running over to the landmass books,
Okay.
and I'm gonna think Island of Snakes.
Island of Snakes. Got
Shows
it.
a
Make an
snake-shaped
intelligence
island.
check.
Fuck me, man. 5.
It shows them like where snakes are on different islands.
You actually find an image of this island. You can see it, but when you look at it, you see it's almost like you're not able to fully like picture it because you're just so rushed and you're looking at it. It almost looks like a poorly printed piece of paper. Like you're looking at it and you can see what looks like the western coast of something, and then out to the sea to the far side there is some sort of like island that is sitting there, but you can't see what
Tyler,
sea
can
it
you come
is.
look at this?
What?
I think I found it.
Okay.
Picture this island.
Looks kind of faded.
Probably old.
Do you know what you're looking for?
So to the west, there's like a island bordering, or like.
There's like a western coast of something, and then past that coast to the west is where this island is like sitting
so
out
it's
in
to
the
the
middle.
east. Like the coast is to the east.
The coast is to the east of the island.
Where's like this little coast here to like the east of the island.
Okay.
I don't know. That's. Oh, I remember that the island was called the Island of Snakes. I forgot that previously when we were talking.
The Island of Snakes. That's what the island's called.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I think it's called Island of Snakes.
Okay. Let me see the book. I take it. I close the book.
Okay.
And I think Island of Snakes, right?
Island of Snakes.
Island of Snakes.
Make an intelligence check.
It's just like 6 billion things.
That's a 14.
14. Okay. So the book jumps up just a little bit. You flip through and there's only like 3 pages that are really documenting this island. You see that the island itself is not actually in the Clemp Sea. It looks like it is on the far west in the Sea of Souls.
We're gonna troll the whole entire navy.
There is
Got him.
what appears to be nothing but water and sea surrounding it. It doesn't look like it's anywhere near a coast.
Loki kind of scared.
The other pages kind of are more like papers that are like torn and tattered and have like island snakes like written on. Like it's super hard to even try to comprehend what it is. Maybe it was a piece of paper that's just floating, sitting around somewhere that was there at some point in time that had island of snakes on it, or just the word island and snakes on the same piece of paper, and it jumped into this book for you. But the only thing that really sticks out to you is that it's not actually in the Clemp Sea. It looks like it's far west in the Sea of Souls.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't jump straight to Southbrook.
Why, you figure something out?
Yes. It's not in the Clemp Sea.
Where? What?
It's
Nice.
Where did what?
it's in the Sea of Souls.
Was that the place where we?
Yeah, where we
Really?
went in there briefly because somebody took us off course. Not going to say any names, Ander.
Yeah, Moldrak.
And
I think it was me.
and then
That was Moldrak's first time. Like,
we had to
Tapping
fight.
their ship,
we had to
so.
fight ghost pirates.
okay, I remember. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I was there. I think I was in Japan.
That's why you fucked up
Yeah, I
the
think
ship.
so.
pathing.
You were in Japan.
Yeah, that's why you fucked up the
I
ship
remember
pathing.
watching that at like 5 a.m.
All the way from Japan.
Yeah.
My man.
So it's a good thing we didn't
Yeah, we're-
run straight there and say
And tell Southbrook that they're somewhere in the Clemp Sea, and then
they're somewhere in the Sea of Souls. And I'm guessing Southbrook isn't going to
Not
want to send
gonna
their
help us.
navy into the Sea of Souls.
especially with us not having any clue where they are. Do we still go?
But
though?
if you remember, if I remember correctly, Captain Fletcher said on the other side of the Sea of Souls, there was a place where flying ships were. And he's probably talking about this place. So maybe we're on the other side of the Sea of Souls. I don't know.
So if we jump off, we might.
No, 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 no. That's a bad idea, Ander.
Good correlation.
Oh boy.
I'm just.
You think we could like look out the side though and maybe see?
We're above the clouds.
Those would get in the way, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
What if it's like a clear day though?
Was it a clear day before we left? Was the sky clear of clouds? Even though we're on, May could be on the other side of the world.
So what I'm guessing is
Fuck man, I remember that cloud.
what I'm guessing is part of this
Right over the
that's keeping this up in the sky is probably something creating clouds to disguise it as well.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh yeah, 'cause it's,
Just a thought.
you're right, because you can't see it from underneath, can you?
Yeah.
Because then people would know.
Well, I mean, it used to be part of Ophelia.
So are we just sailing into the Sea of Souls by
No,
ourselves?
No,
I feel like that would be a death wish.
that's a bad idea.
While you finish up what you were doing?
Sure did.
This fucking
Oh god, I'm just Skip just walking up behind Ander. Just look up. Oh, you finished what you're doing? Oh boy. That was good.
Okay, so are we still going to Southbrook? Or are we just not going to do that?
I think it may still be advantageous.
We can also, give them the info in the trade routes, probably.
I mean, they might have more info on the Sea of Souls. Whether they want to sail there or not, they've probably done it by accident, or at least sent people to look at it.
It is very easy to accidentally do it. If we ask Modrak.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame him.
Pretty sure, seeing as the sea's kind of
I'm pretty sure it was too, but
attached.
I won't admit it.
It's just, I don't know. There's got to be some way to navigate it without too much.
You can make a history check.
Can I go to the C books again?
Yep.
And look at
Like the letter C or
the
The C books again. Then he goes to the S books again.
And think of Sea of Souls.
Okay. Make an intelligence check.
What did I see in the contracts?
every
And,
pirate's favorite
construct
letter
book?
be the C.
Construct book? You're looking for Warforged specifically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like written history on Neandros and stuff. But it doesn't have like a census of, you know, living Warforged.
Oh shit.
Trying to look for
They're at 11.
records.
Yeah.
Any?
It doesn't like seem like there's anything documented that was saying if there's any alive still.
Because I remember Leland saying he saw some. Alright.
11.
11? Okay. You get a whole lot of information on the Sea Souls. It's like almost too much to where you're like really trying to navigate it and figure something out.
You got a point. Connor, can you come over here again?
What?
There's so much here, and I just like, I can't be bothered. I'll be honest.
And what do you want?
I thought maybe we could figure out like something about the Sea of Souls that we didn't know. Like maybe it's like if you get this compass, you can sail the Sea of Souls.
So, like, how to navigate the Sea of Souls?
Yeah. That's what I thought, and then this all of this.
That's that's what you thought?
Uh huh.
This whole thing?
Everything is weird.
So man.
This part talks about fish.
They probably help navigate.
And this part over here is about the seaweed.
Okay, I thought just Sea of Souls. Maybe
Yeah.
I should have thought Sea of Souls navigation. But I didn't think that would be in the Sea book. Okay, maybe it would be. Never mind. Never mind.
You hear,
Okay, you could do it then.
Navigation through the Sea of Souls.
alright, go and make an intelligence check.
It just says use a compass, you
That was
fucking
just
idiot.
That was actually where
Books
so I'll
on
take the first
navigation.
one. It's only 11.
11?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a bad one.
In regards to navigation in Sea Souls, what it gives you in regards to navigation is that it's really hard.
Yeah, makes sense.
People get lost there a lot.
Yep.
There are individuals that have been known to sail in that sea. You read primarily of like,
What's his name?
no, there's no specific name. Airships navigate the Sea of Souls really well and are able to find it. There's a lot of people that believe that there's pretty much a curse over the sea itself that causes it to be difficult to navigate. There's also maybe like some sort of field, like a magnetic field or something inside of there that messes with compasses. But being able to fly above it or be above it or below it allows you to navigate better. There's even some crews that will navigate it by having somebody go underwater to look at the compass and then come back up and give direction in some way. That way takes a lot, and a long time.
No, they need to get back home.
But you know that there are ways to navigate it, but both of them seem either crazy or dangerous.
No, we
Our
just,
specialties, honestly.
All right.
You just tie a string
figured
and
it
some
out?
cans together, and I
Sort of.
attach one to
So
my side.
there's two ways that I really picked up on
Okay.
that we could try,
All right.
and one is definitely not going to happen.
What is that one?
Sail in there and have somebody jump off the boat to read the compass and then hop back on the boat to tell us which way we're facing. Because you can't see the compass correctly when you're above the water.
Can you see the compass correctly underwater? I feel like
Yes.
when you're in the water, you get the salt and
Well,
stuff in
that's
your eyes. And you're
that's the harder part.
Just drop it in a barrel.
Probably not. But you also don't know what kind of monsters are there.
That is also true.
There was a pirate ghost ship that attacked
You're gonna-
us when we were there.
That's
for
good.
a
You're gonna have to
little
fight
bit
a
of time.
monster, and then you're gonna have salt and like.
That's
water
the
in your
least
eyes.
of your problems.
It's pretty rough.
It sounds painful.
It is painful.
And then number two, airships can travel through there.
That sounds
We have to make our boat fly.
I don't know.
We have to manufacture. I got stuck for a second there. That was weird.
So
Fucking error message.
Reboot your skip unit.
I wish I had a compilation of skip error messages.
Okay. Here's my. Okay, if we. So we're gonna cut off the. We're still doing the cutoff mission, right?
Ever since I died.
Because we're
it's
still
been
stopping
weird.
them from taking the gold. That was the idea, right?
sure, we can do that.
'Cause that seems smart. What if we? Because they have to have some way of navigating it, right?
Yep.
Maybe they know how to get it. Like we take one of them.
Or
like the
they
captain.
just take it to a certain point and then whoever goes to the island.
Also, they might do the underwater compass thing anyway.
Yeah, they're probably insane enough to do it.
Go ahead.
You guys whispering shit over there?
I'll give it to you if they ask you about it. But if not, I'll message it to you. Oh, you know what?
What are we supposed to ask about, by the way?
I feel like it's on a need-to-know basis.
I need to know.
So there's only two ways to do it that we know of.
That I
In the book.
could find.
There's also the go straight into it way, but I feel like we'd get lost.
You get
Last time-
lost. There's
Yeah, last time we did that, we got caught in like a whirlpool that like made us stuck there, and the water wouldn't move anymore. And then we had to fight the ghost ship to get out,
They're still there.
and it was still lucky that we got out.
yes.
I totally remember that.
So
Uh,
don't
yeah,
I
think
don't
I was
think
there.
you were there for that part.
I think I was.
I feel like you're.
No,
I feel like that was right after you.
you weren't back.
I might have died.
Died.
I think that was like when I died, yeah. Okay.
We also fought undead things, and you weren't like pogging because you had to kill them really easy. Because you weren't there. Sad face.
Yeah. So
One.
I think we're,
We'll never find
unless
the
you want to
big
look
kids.
up something else while we're up here. Try not to abuse this privilege that we have. Did you find the information you're looking for, Skip?
Negative.
It's unfortunate.
I did find more information on Remiel.
Who?
The shield.
What was his name? Oh.
Remiel.
Oh, I thought you said something else. That was weird.
Then let's head down the
Sounded weird
stairs
when you
and
said it.
go
That's
meet
a lot
up
of
with the
damage.
rest of the group.
Don't worry, I'm parked outside in my flying canoe. I got a bike horn on it.
So much damage I get to do to a zombie. When I'm dead.
It's got keys.
Do we just walk out? Is that the idea?
There's a door right there.
Back away from the flying canoe.
Is there a door handle, or do we have to
There's a door handle.
make a door handle? That's what I was doing right there.
There's a
Like
door.
a flying frigate.
Door handle.
You don't have anything else you want to look up?
No.
You good?
I am good.
Alright. Let's go. I don't start walking to the door.
I start walking to the door.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, we have to actually leave. Okay, I'll start walking to the door.
I'm making sure Andrew doesn't take anything.
Leave the room.
You go down the stairs.
With the book that I stole.
Right, it's got like an alarm that goes
Killander
off.
Wetfoot. Killander Wetfoot.
Alright, so you guys make your way out. Like out of the hall entirely.
Down the stairs and start heading out of the hall. Yeah.
Okay. While they are doing that,
Take a
Azreal.
look and look up Azreal while they're in there.
while you are,
Why did we do that?
yeah, while you are,
I was thinking about it, but Andrew wouldn't have thought about it.
while
So.
the three of you are in there,
Skip would have.
Moldrak and Azreal,
Seems
the two of you
connected.
make your way
He's
over to
connected, Brian.
the sky deck that's there.
Yep.
And with that sky deck, there is a skyship. There's an airship that is docked there. It's probably a little smaller than your ship, but pretty much the same size. It has the same kind of look to it.
Sure, they wanna trade.
You can see that it's outfitted with sails. It has pretty much all the same looks of a ship.
Lean over the side and see if I see anything like propelling it or.
So what you your eyes get brought to, there are these extremely large glyphs that are carved into the wood on the sides of it, kind of on the back, and then on the bow of the ship itself. Yeah, sure. While you're sitting there though, and they're there, you can see that there is somebody that is walking between the dock of the ship and the ship itself. It's super uneasy watching him do it too, because there's probably a gangplank that's only about this big, and he's just like storming across. There's like a 6-foot gap that he walks across on the gangplank, carrying some sort of a crate. And you just kind of watch. Oh, you motherfuckers, leaving me like this last minute.
Do you need
bastards."
help, sir? Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Can I help you?
I'm just admiring I've only seen these ships a few times. I'm just kind of admiring.
Yeah, and if you have only seen these a couple times, you can't help me, unfortunately.
What, I mean, you just look like you're carrying things. I can do that.
I'm carrying things for a purpose, alright?
Okay, I mean, that's still just carrying.
Not
Who
wrong.
the fuck are you?
Hi, I'm Moldrak.
Yeah, pleasure, Moldrak. Tollison.
Okay. I want to.
Captain Tollison.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
Yeah.
So do you want me to help you carry those boxes or not?
I mean, have you ever been on an airship before?
No.
No? Alright. Well, if you want to carry them, sure. I don't see why not. Just be careful going across the gangplank. Grabs the box and starts walking across. You make your way across, but it's very uneasy. You get onto the deck of the...
I kind of like tap.
I'd imagine the gang
Expecting it to
Boeing.
Yeah, you're alright, big fella. Come on.
I'd imagine the gang
Where to?
Boeing.
Underneath.
Okay. Look at getting on there.
Nice.
Alright, I follow wherever he tells me to go.
Once you get on here, get him over to the edge.
Did you follow me? We're commandeering this airship.
I've been with you keepers this long just to get an airship.
First he gets the captain, and then he turns to Moldrak.
Sick. Off the edge.
Oh, jeez.
We're gonna do this one or two ways. Either I push it or
But
you
as
jump.
he's sitting there, what brings you to Arcanoria?
We were mostly here for information and to go to Southbrook. How about you?
I run a sky ship, primarily electric fleet. Nothing too crazy.
Just for charter?
No, because I need capable people on the ship. But that's my problem here is that I ran out of people. All of them got sick with a little bit of scurvy. And,
I know some capable people. Quite accomplished sailors.
he
Not
probably,
on skyships, but we can probably learn.
how
we're the-
capable do you think you are?
We're the keepers of Zaxria.
That's quite capable then.
Yeah.
We're trying to get jobs as airship crew
We're
members.
commandeering this here vessel.
I mean, I need probably at least 4. 6 will be great. How many you got?
7, 6, 6 including. We only have 5 right now. But there's 7 of us total.
Yeah. Oh shit. You never been on an airship then?
No, it's pretty cool.
Well, it'll be an experience for you then. I'll take it.
Where are you
offers,
going?
Sea of Souls. I gotta go and get a little bit of a harvest.
It's like it's dude.
I'll have to talk to my friends because I'm not sure if we were heading there, but
You ever hear of an electric runner?
no, I don't know what that is.
What about a bahia?
Maybe? Probably. I think so. Is that a fish?
One gnarly ass fish.
Wait, I may have heard of the electric thing. Is that like a shocky fish? That's
Shocky.
Zaxria.
Fucking shocky fishes, dude.
Well, just to give you a little bit of a brief on what exactly it is you'll be doing, I need to run down to the Sea of Souls. Need more of a harvest for the electric. He kind of points over those barrels there. Fill them with electricity, bring them here, sell them to Arcanoria. They use them for experiments, sell them, magic, whatever it may be.
Sounds over my head, but
That crazy.
have you
Typically,
ever seen a regular ship down there called the Taken Serpent?
I've heard of the Taken Serpent, never actually seen it or anything.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if
You run into stuff all the time in the Sea of Souls. It's
Right.
it's different every time you're
I
down
hear
there.
it's dangerous.
Very.
Is it like weird to navigate? 'Cause I heard
Well,
that it's a little sketchy to find your way.
Yeah, it is hard, but
Hang on.
Arcanoria itself sits above the Sea of Souls, kind of pushes almost a magnetic field down on it, makes it hard to navigate it. It hasn't always been like that, but we kind of found a way to get around it. We fly above the radar a little bit, just out of sight, just out of the field, we navigate where we need to be. Primarily we're looking down, trying to find what it is we need. For here specifically, we don't really get enough electricity when we're in the sky, and that's a lot more dangerous, believe it or not.
So, are you gonna be here if I go and talk to my friends about this?
Yeah, I probably need 2-3 days to even be ready to go.
Got it.
Well, we're gonna. I mean, we have plans to go to Clem C.
I know.
Can we just go ahead and see a souls with this guy?
No, I guess not. But maybe we can, after we do the thing, maybe get them to fly over. It'll be much faster. Is this faster than a regular ship?
I typically only fly it over the Sea of Souls, but
Okay.
Do you detour us to the Clem C for working for you?
he kind of walks in a little bit.
We could probably pay you too.
Yeah, that works for me. Just don't tell anyone. From time to time, us electric runners, we like to fly over the other seas and kind of travel a little shorter than normal, so we could do it, but gotta be discreet. And hopefully your ship people, whoever they are able to handle themselves. Probably need at least 5 competent people on the ship.
Yep, we got that.
All right.
He was okay with 4 people, but now he needs 5 competent people.
Himself.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Alright, we'll be back.
All right, sure. I really can't do
Oh.
anything until you come back.
Might
Unless
actually
my
need a change
crew
of pants.
miraculously cures himself of scurvy, but
There's the ghosts or whatever that they fly up in the sky where you sail it.
we've dealt with them here and there. They get more dangerous and such along the way, but sea monsters is what we're more after. Ghosts are easy to handle, but when it comes to handling a bahia, that's a whole different monster. The bahia is pretty much a electric sea monster, if you would, and what we try to do is make it hurt us, and we just harvest all of the electricity comes our way, and sometimes we catch them here and there, sell the hide, sell all the parts and bits, but we like to leave them down there sometimes, let them have babies and such, so we have more to go to.
Makes sense.
Tell you what, the little gizzards and such sell for a lot, though, in the right places. We typically only come upon youngins, and they're not fully developed, so they don't want it, but for the most part, we ever come across a, adult, we surely take it out and take it up here.
Sounds interesting.
You could definitely die.
That's okay. I feel like everything that we do actually there's a possibility.
Keep us as Zaxria, I get it.
Yeah.
No worries.
Kind of part of this.
Anyways, name's Captain Tolson again.
Nice to meet you.
If you're coming back, yep, Muldrak and Azrael, you said? Yeah, pleasure. But I'll be here, like I said. I'm going to be docked here for a minute. Might have to stay over at the inn for a little while as well, but we'll see. Be really great, though, if you could come through and help me out.
Yeah.
And we'll see
Maybe.
about going over. Yeah, we'll see about going over to the Clipsy.
Kind of urgent issue.
It probably takes me, I'd say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get there.
Maybe we'll do like a
By
slow
Sky.
motion kind of just like lower down.
Dun,
Back up and go.
dun, dun,
That's what we need to
I
do.
don't know how stealthy that would be, but sure.
I don't know. That was just a trick. We
You'll
can
get more of an
refine
idea of it when you're on the ship.
it. Sure. Yep.
Flying
yep,
around.
Yep,
It's
Just like 500 feet of rope. We just jump off the side.
This is all magical, right? Not mechanical.
Yeah, correct. So the Arcane Sect allows, there's probably only about a dozen or so of these in the world.
I wonder if I'd have any mutual skills, but it's not mechanical. It's not in my wheelhouse.
It's all magical. They kind of direct and,
Does the crew kind of operate the same as a regular ship?
yeah, sails and all.
Well,
I don't know how to do that.
quite the first mate.
He's the captain.
All right.
You're the first mate. What's Andrew gonna be?
Navigator. Junior.
First mate.
Junior
First
captain.
mate 2.
He's gonna be navigator.
First mate 1, actually. He's first mate 2.
He's right hand.
Okay, we're gonna go.
All right. See you soon.
Alright. I don't know if that one really worked out. We'll see.
Just seen all the other guys, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys are probably standing outside of the hall, waiting for him to leave.
Okay.
They do eventually walk out after you have your conversations and you guys meet up.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey guys.
So, we don't own a flying ship.
You
But-
can buy one.
You are correct.
No,
we
no,
do
no.
not own one.
We can rent one.
If we work
can
for that
commandeer
ship
one.
captain. He's going to the Sea of Souls for this electricity gathering thing, but we can maybe get him to fly us over the Glamsy.
It is quite convenient that he is going to the Sea of Souls because
It
that
really
is
is.
where we are going.
We're not going to the Glamsy.
We figured out that
Negative.
the island, which is called the Island of Snakes, is in the Sea of
Is
Souls.
that what it's
Yes.
called? The Island of Snakes?
Yeah, I figured it out. I've remembered that that's what it was. After
He had a hard
forgetting
time.
it.
So what do we?
I wonder if he was lying to me or if he was really what he did. I'm pissed.
It's probably just rumors.
Well, it sounds like he was just naive.
We're going back.
Nobody messes with us. We're the thievers. We're the thievers of Zaxria.
Fuck you, Clydesdale.
You wronged me for the last time, Clydesdale.
The way Deleuze yells blind it was great.
Oh man,
It's great.
that's fucking awesome.
My Viking guy's actually a cowboy.
Yeah.
Nice.
My name's Bjorn.
Bjorn! Get
And,
over here!
I'm Bjorn the Destroyer.
Well,
So we're actually going to the Sea of Souls?
Yes.
Where to in there? No idea.
That's pretty convenient.
strangely.
Maybe your captain of an airship knows where the island is.
Where's this guy at? Can we talk to him?
I don't think so. I asked him if he ran into the Taken Serpent when he was down there, but he said no. Maybe he knows this island though.
It is a possibility.
He usually goes down and gets his stuff and comes back.
Like,
Is he still by the airship?
Yeah, he says he's gonna be about 2 or 3 days.
So what are we going to have to do if we have to work for this man?
You have to be a crew.
Like we might have to harvest the sea monster.
Yeah, like these like electric sea monsters
That sounds.
zap you and we harvest the zaps.
What? So we're
Modern
willingly
science dictates that is
getting
impossible.
zapped.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't
Do we
know
feel
about
the
you,
zap?
but I am literally made of metal, and lightning does not bode well with me.
Have you been zapped by lightning before?
I don't know if it's
Yes.
us being directly zapped or what, but
When
something.
when you were on the ship, he pointed over to it, but you're kind of in conversation. There are these like metallic rods that go into like a glass barrel that has like glyphs on the bottom of it. So essentially, it's
So
just,
me.
Oh, okay. He has some sort of containers. I don't think we're the ones being. We may get zapped. Don't hold me to nothing.
Some more than others.
But he has containers for it, like that they zap and it goes into the magical barrel or whatever that
Well,
is.
Did
I
he
will
talk
just
about
have to
any
take
of
cover.
these, like any other creatures we might be fighting?
Something called a behir, which sounds
Yeah, where?
familiar, but I don't remember exactly.
Do I know what that is?
Potentially ghosts too, but he said.
Oh
ghosts
yeah,
aren't
the
really a problem.
ghost
He said,
things, yeah.
it's a sea monster, so you can
Well,
make a history
undead
check.
are not a
So
problem
I
when
can-
I'm around.
So what we read,
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of just summarize it for you.
Yeah.
There's two ways you can really navigate the Sea of
10.
Souls.
Okay.
You either go in and
You've
you
heard
can
of
get
it, don't
lost
know.
really easily.
Yeah, I feel like we've done that.
Yep. Or you can have somebody jump off the side of the ship
Sounds
because,
dangerous.
yep, with the compass.
Oh.
Then you can read the compass underwater.
Okay.
Yeah, but
And then
we
hop
thought
back
about
on the
this,
ship.
and you'd get salt in your eyes, and it'd just be hard to
And
read.
that's
it.
not
What if-
that's not
That's
the
a good-
reason.
That was
why.
the big reason why we aren't doing it.
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
have eyes to get salt in.
Yeah, but we can't get you back on the
Just-
boat easy.
Yeah, you're like an anchor.
He can pull.
No,
Hundreds
we
of
don't need that.
pounds.
Listen, well, this
I
is. I'm
definitely
just
could
giving
pull
him the
them.
summary. We don't need to. If we have an airship, this man's willing to take us somewhere.
He said if we work for him, he's.
We also might have to pay him to work for him.
Huh?
I think that was to take us to the clemency.
Yeah, I guess we don't do
That
that anymore.
is-
Okay. And then number two is to use a flying ship to get over where
That- Somehow
Curse or whatever
even
is.
more convenient. Are we still going to tell Southbrook that their gold shipment's going to be stolen?
that would probably be a good idea.
Okay.
How will we get a message through?
We teleport there and then teleport back. We do
Not
have nothing
everybody.
gold,
Or
but-
just one person,
'Cause
2 persons.
you guys-
That's smart. You two.
Most people can
It's
just
cheaper
stay
now.
in the inn up here
It's
if we
cheaper
really
now,
have to
too.
be with this guy.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't think it's worth just going.
Someone has to
Somewhere.
get a message
Also,
to
does he need a-
Garrison's over.
I know that is what I'm concerned with as well.
Does he need help
Maybe there's
loading the
somebody
ship or something?
Do you know if somebody here could go get them? Maybe.
go get them.
Yeah.
Probably not, but there's probably someone here that could send them a message of some sort.
Okay.
They don't have a coin to get here.
Yeah. Could the
Or at
magisterium send them a coin? Maybe.
I
Head
don't think
magic
so.
man.
I think it's kind of like one coin.
For a group.
I'm guessing.
We don't have one right now. They could use it to get.
I got it,
Oh, you do? Could you have him send that coin to them?
but then we can't get back.
We don't need to leave.
Especially if I have to go to Southbrook.
Yeah.
Plus,
Maybe-
this is kind of like a
Not-
gateway
okay.
out of a shitty situation. If we're
I have
really
one
in
more- I
big
have one
trouble,
more
we
question.
just toss us down. We hop in.
Yeah, that's true.
Are we gonna explain to this guy that this island probably has or fleets of ships?
I mean, that's probably important. Yeah.
I think we do that once he's agreed to take us.
We
there.
do that once we are in
Yeah,
the
he
air.
does have the information that we need to go into the Sea of Souls now. 'Cause
Yeah, we didn't. We told him we needed to go to the clemency, which they're not really supposed to do. But he said if we paid him, he maybe.
Well,
we
that's
can-
probably where all the rumors about flying ships have come from.
But, yeah, I mean, if we're already going to the Sea of Souls, I mean, he may be less negatively inclined to doing so, because he needs a crew. His is sick with like scurvy or something.
Well, they should have eaten more oranges.
That doesn't really make sense. There's like a sky ship; they can fly anywhere and get oranges.
But they can't. At the same time.
Yeah, I
Because they're
guess-
not
I
supposed
guess.
to.
I mean, Arcanoria doesn't have a good stock of oranges.
I guess not.
I can
I
cure
have not ate a single orange while being here.
Don't cure them, and then we don't have a ride.
But they are sick.
They'll recover naturally.
Survival of the fittest.
I'm not
Mold
telling
drag
you where
over
they're
here.
at.
Where is this captain?
Who?
The captain.
Mm.
Do I see the airship?
Yeah, the airship's over there at the sky dock.
Do not
Go ahead. Skip going. Can Skip get a coin?
stop.
I don't know,
Go
way
ahead.
out and then
Try
get,
and outstrength me.
Garrison's over eggs. He's a horse.
Go ahead. What?
I have a singular warhorse. It would not fit me, Zaxria.
So you take a coin with you.
We wait for them to come back. Then you go to Southbrook.
Take a coin from
Tell
the
them.
Magister.
You come back.
The magic man?
Then we leave.
Takes a.
I feel
But
like
I don't know. I don't know if the captain's
This-
willing to wait longer than.
This doesn't. It takes a week, and we only have 2 to 3 days, right?
He said he'd be ready in 2 to 3 days.
Oh.
I can go back with the coin, and you could go back to the magic man, and you could ask for another.
I don't think I'm gonna get another one.
Well, I could just zip back to wait.
maybe you should go ask.
Yeah, that might, okay.
You could also ask him if he could just send you right to nearest and Zarvax.
Or send them here.
That could work.
We need to just stop splitting up as a party.
Why?
I go to
We had fun. If they didn't leave, we
I
would
go
just
to
already be
Gillian.
fine.
That's true.
I go to Hall of Gillian.
Okay. It's pretty much empty. There's like 1 or 2 people up in the top.
I go to look for someone who looks magically inclined.
The 2
Everybody.
people up top.
Excuse me.
Turning around, you see an individual with kind of brown hair and a short ponytail. He has on these like purple and gold and reddish robes. Lots of jewelry. Kind of looks down. Hello, what did you?
I am Skip of the Keepers of Zaxria. I am looking for the head magisterium.
Oh, Magisterium Intellectiae. Yes?
Yes.
I am Asim. I am part of the Arcane Sect.
Greetings.
Yes, we are the men.
I'm sorry. Ever since I died,
worries.
my memory has been bad.
Story for another time, I'm guessing. What do you need the Magisterium for?
I am requesting that he brings 2 people here, or gives me a coin to be able to go retrieve 2 people.
Did you not get the coin when you came?
We kinda did, but we have, well, we have business that we are doing. I need to go pick up Zarvarax and Neris so that they may come here, and then we have to go and find an island. But we need
This
a
socially awkward
coin
robot that
and
I to talk to people.
just in
Continue
case.
my
I am sorry. I am not good at speaking.
No worries, no worries. And then you hear behind you, yeah, everything is okay. And he kind of walks.
I
The
can-
one above.
I actually
fades.
jump and
The one above kind of fades away. Here's what I can do. Tobias. Tobias is pretty good with teleportation magics. We can probably send him. He might be able to get them here and we're good to go.
Poof. Okay.
I'll see what he says.
I would appreciate it.
He says it's okay.
You did not leave.
It is I sent him a quick message over to that.
You gotta
Just look around.
get with the times, boomer.
It's not fair.
Tobias will probably be there within an hour or so. He said he has a couple of things to do and then he's on it.
Okay.
I can put this.
We will more than likely be in the inn and or by the airship docks.
Alright, I'll send him to the inn if you don't let us out.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I just thank you and then walk out.
And you hear from above, yeah, thank you. And he walks over.
This place freaks me out. Are they still outside?
Yep.
Oh. Tobias is going to teleport them to here. So no need of coin.
That was the
Oh.
I spoke to a man named Nassim. He was very strange.
Why?
He was teleporting all over the place and it was hard to keep track of.
Okay. Well, then you can go to do what you need to do in Salzburg.
Okay. Did you tell him to meet you anywhere? You tell Tobias to meet you anywhere?
In the end, yes.
Oh. You talked to Tobias or no?
No.
Oh.
Nassim did.
Asim.
I see him.
I seem to keep forgetting his name.
He said that he sent him a quick message, but he did not move. So it
It's a
makes
spell.
me question his
It's a
reliability.
spell.
Oh, I am not aware of any spell that does that. Sorry,
It's called message.
that seems straightforward.
Sending.
Makes sense.
You know, like
I sent
Next
Skip a
time we
message.
do that, can we have someone who is better at talking? Go up there.
you did really well though.
You were
It
just
took you,
tiny.
like,
You were not there.
It took you like 2 minutes, and you got somebody to teleport and get them and bring them back,
For
and you
free.
figured out what message
You
is.
just kind of walked away. You didn't really say anything.
Oh, well, you were discussing, so I thought it'd be better to take a direct approach.
Then don't expect somebody else to do it.
You people take too long.
All right. That's true. Yeah.
Well, that honestly, if we would have kept talking about it, we would have been here for like another hour or two trying to figure it out.
All right.
We'll go to the end. You to Warren Southbrook. Are you gonna go with
I
me?
need money to
Yeah.
get back in.
I can go with Connor
Why?
just in case and something happens.
Me and him are very capable. Capable.
There's an extra 30. Skip, go with him.
It's okay if you don't want to. Or if
It
you,
is not me wanting to go. It is more me wanting to be sure that you are alive.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Are you sure about
He
that?
didn't say we'll be fine.
100%.
Hang on.
I will be okay.
It's mostly him.
I
Nothing will
understand
happen
that
to
he gets
me.
in trouble very often.
I'll be.
Ever.
What do you?
Are
I'll
you
be
sure?
fine.
Nothing will happen to me.
I'll be fine. We'll be
I
fine.
will be all
Why
right.
do you keep saying I? We'll be fine. We'll be okay. Nothing will happen to us. Both of us. Both of
Why
us
are
together.
you going to Southbrook?
I have to go to talk to him.
Talk to who?
The guys. My homies.
The admiral.
The guys.
No,
The boys.
it's like a
The
captain.
admirals.
You
I
got-
would
you
rather
wouldn't
Connor
understand.
speak to the Admiral.
You wouldn't.
You
It's a
are
captain to captain thing.
quite awkward.
It's a captain to captain.
He gave the captain plans to a gun last time.
So maybe that will
They're
sweeten
kind of.
the
They're
pot.
kind of tight.
Yeah, we're kind of homies.
Or he does not remember you.
No, he knows me.
Can I have those papers too?
Mm-hmm.
He is an Admiral.
Yeah,
He
he
speaks to many people on a daily basis. And you are but one man.
Why are you trying to put me down here?
Just go. Just stop.
I'm not trying to put you down. It
Is
is
he
simple
making you
facts.
feel small?
That was humor.
That's a good one.
That was humor. Okay, fine.
I'm walking away. I'm going to the inn.
I am following.
Me?
Who?
Yes, you.
Oh, you're staying here?
Well, I
Thank
was
God
told
he's
not to
not
come
coming.
with you.
I mean, you can come.
I
if
told
want.
you. I already gave him the extra
Thank
gold
God
for you
he's
to
not
go.
coming. This
Oh,
could be some
then I
funny
will go.
shit. Fuck.
The inn here is called the Wizard's Reprieve.
I knew that.
You really seemed like you knew that when you said I'm gonna go to the inn.
That's why I'm writing it down.
Go to the market too.
Oh shit, you right.
Don't go to the market. We won't have money left. Everything. We'll buy one thing and it's
He's gonna
our
come back
entire
with
fucking-
7 boxes of homunculi.
Yeah, I think.
Oh
we're
shit.
on
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some, but not a lot.
To Southbrook. Don't know
Yes.
where this portal's gonna take us.
Yeah, we haven't went
It's
through
just
this
a
one
random
ever.
island.
Hopefully somewhere in the capital.
Could take us. It's
It
about
probably
the
won't
ocean.
just be somewhere randomly in the capital. It might just be a random location because nobody's supposed to know about this place.
Mm,
And it's probably just like one of the random islands.
Oh, we still have
But I'm
six.
pretty sure if it was a very dangerous portal, they wouldn't have it open. So we should be okay.
well, we can all hope that it does not just send us straight to
We
the
have
Andros.
3 superior healing potions and 5
Andros isn't
arcane
even there
restoration potions.
I thought the Andros was.
Andros is in the Wonderland.
It's
Well, yeah, it's in the water. But who knows?
water plane. It's not in the water.
Oh.
Were you? Oh, you weren't here when we actually went there, were you?
You go to the Wizard?
We went to an island with water elves. They took us down. You remember that? You should watch that episode. It was pretty good. Southbrook.
Okay, so Ander, Connor,
These 3.
and Skip
Yep.
make their way to Southbrook.
I'm gonna go to the market.
Yep. You're going where you just told me you're going? Yeah. Okay. And then Daenerys and Zarvarex will be brought to Arcanoria. The three of you make your way over to the Marble Gateway, where you find the beacon for Southbrook. You can enter and go as you wish.
Stick my head in. Does it work like that? If I just stick my head in, can I see through it?
I would not do that.
Just teleport
It's
half
not.
of me.
It's like a glyph on the wall. You've used it before, where it just kind of gets activated by putting your hand on it.
I'm gone.
Walking.
Yeah, you put your. You watch Connor put his hand up on it, and it like pulls him into it.
Put my hand
Help me! Fuck, they win. They win already. It's too high.
All right. So
Andrew gets a step stool.
the three of you going through, there is a bright kind of flash of white, almost warm light that turns cold for a quick moment. We're gonna pick it up there next week.
Damn.
I am glad that we started to play again. We're back to our regular scheduled stuff Sundays, okay? So keep that in mind.
Back to our regular programming needs.
Thank you for watching, if you were. Like I said, Patreon's all set up. Look at it for anything about. We're trying to get to 75 followers on Twitch, and then we'll do some sort of mystery giveaway. We don't know what it's going to be yet, but
That'd be really cool.
for the support we want to give
Fun.
you back. Thank you to everybody who started following. We will see you
Trying to hit that
next
Twitch,
week.
bro.
Oh, I'm supposed to be doing something.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Mute.
Recall.
Switch to the end screen.
Oh my god.
Mute, man.
You guys are talking too much and I can't figure it out.